Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome and welcome and welcome and welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Ugh. Come on in, come on in. Why I feel like I don't know why for some reason I felt like my cheer went down. How's everyone doing? Welcome to a new day. Welcome to a new day. Alright, so we got my platform over here. I'm waiting for it to come on. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Oh, let me see if I can change this. For some reason, I wanted to say all the best things in life. Let me see if I can alter this real quick while we waiting, okay? So we're just gonna put that, and then I'll figure out what's gonna be added to that. But everything I woke up this morning to was that was the first thing, and then I heard two really really good songs by my favorite rapper. So because I don't know what he been talking about before that, but right now he talking about something that makes sense to me, so I like that. And we're gonna go over here. All right, so we got everything and everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. All right, welcome everybody. Let me see if I can change this over here real quick into something that makes sense, and then we'll get into it. So, I've been off to just a good start this morning. I'm gonna say that. So it might not have been what the word I want to say congruent, conductive, conducive. That's the word. Conducive to my time schedule, but guess what? It was productive to me and what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna just say that my morning has been off to a great, great start. My day. Let me not say morning. My day has been off to a very good start. Y'all, do y'all know that I got 15,000 subscribers over here right now on my YT on the tube of the U? And I know that's not a lot, but I remember I started this channel from the mud, like all the best things we got it. No, we're gonna see what this is, because that's all I heard in the morning when I mean, like when I peeled my eyes back, that's all I heard, and it got better and better and better from that moment on. And it was just this, that, and the third. All great things, but literally different things. And so I had to say the frequency this morning was really, really great. And I love that. And some people may not even understand what I even mean, but guess what? It's like the rhythm or the song. And mind you, I hear the song. Um, it's two songs. Wanna be in the rhythm of the night, dancing to the morning light. Forget about the words on your mind. We can leave it all behind. Oh, the rhythm of the night. Oh, yeah. And then when they say, it's time to get out, step out into the beat. The world is something, something. I don't know what it said now. It's time to get out. The world is at your shoulders. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I know a place where we can dance all night away underneath the something star. Oh. And we can chat. He said something, something, something. So we gonna Once the music starts, oh, wanna be in the rhythm of the night. Y'all, I told y'all I never have a good one, and I love it. Dancing to the morning light. And what was the other song? It was another song that was crossing over on that. Like, I gotta see if I can get it back because I was hearing them both at the same time. But wanna be in the rhythm of the night, dancing to the morning light. Forget about the words on your mind, we can leave them all behind. Oh, the rhythm of the night. Y'all, I promise I can sing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that I can't. It be shit like that. Anyway, my day has started off, to a great start. I love when stuff just happens and then it just starts to flow into the, because like I said, it started out this morning. As soon as I woke up, it just was all the best things in life. And you know what went along with that? All the best things in life. It was something about my dream because what was my dream? All the best things in life because there was a statement after that. But anyway, I was thinking about the things that flow natural. Anyway, this thing says all the best things in life aren't things at all. All the best things in life are felt, not bought. All the best things in life come when you're busy becoming who you're meant to be. All the best things in life take time, but they're always worth the wait. All the best things in life are free love, peace, laughter, and genuine connections. All the best things in life happen when you stop forcing and start trusting. All the best things in life grow quietly before they bloom. All the best things in life can't be wrapped, but they can change your life for forever. Man, God is so good. Let me let y'all know. So we're gonna go to Surah Al Fatiha. So Bismillah. Welcome to a new day. Welcome, 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 everyone. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks for showing up. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. So let's go ahead and get into this. I feel like just some people just don't get it. Like, then we're gonna talk about the sun, moon, and the stars because why not? In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful, all praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with or those who are astray. We're going to do Psalms 91. It's time to get up, step out into the streets now. Y'all, I don't know why that song is making me smile so hard, but I love it. Wanna be in the rhythm of the night, dancing to the morning light. Forget about the words on your mind, but we can leave it all behind. Oh, the rhythm of the night. All right, we got Psalms 91. Whoever dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. Surely He will save you from the fowler's snare and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and rapport. You will not fear the terror of the night, nor the arrow that flies by day, nor the pestilence that stalks in the darkness, nor the plague that destroys at midday. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. You will only observe with your eyes and see the punishment of the wicked. If you say the Lord is my refuge and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you. No disaster will come near your tent. My screen has frozen for some reason, which is weird, but we're gonna let it be what it's gonna be. This is animation. This is NIV version too, just so you know. So it says, um, mind you, the reason why I said that is because a name popped up and it says James Avery. But anyway, it's a jewelry maker, so do with that information what you will. Then it says love wrapped around her finger. So something to do with some jewelry or something of that nature, but that's what is holding up my screen. I don't know where it just popped up there. And just holding my screen hostage. But anyway, I guess that may have been important. So, if you say the Lord is my refuge, and you make the Most High your dwelling, no harm will overtake you, no disaster will come near your tent. For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. They will lift you up in their hands so that you will not strike your foot against the stone. You will tread on the lion and the cobra, and you will trample the great lion and the serpent. Because he loves me, says the Lord, I will rescue him. I will protect him, for he acknowledges my name. He will call on me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him with long life. I will satisfy him and show him my salvation. I mean, so this weekend I got to do a couple different things. So yesterday I turned my stream off intentionally early in the day. Um, and then I was just being, right? Um, so in the process of my being, I happened to see it's a show called The Road Home or The Way Home. It's on Netflix, right? And Netflix getting on my nerves for all intents purposes because, fuck them. Um, but anyway, y'all, they got 3 seasons already. This show is fucking phenomenal. All right, and I'm gonna tell you why because I like stuff like this. Anyway, um, what happens on there is a whole lot of series of events. It's time travel. And it shows how certain things happen because of time travel. Meaning there's a mom, there's several, okay, it's generations of ladies. But the dad dies, and the mom time travels back and she figures out that the reason why the dad died was because her and the daughter interrupted time travel, right? But mind you, they was just trying to figure it out. So long story short, it starts off with the mom sending a letter to the daughter, telling her to come home, all right? Um, she goes home because there's a divorce happening and all this other stuff. So she takes her now daughter. So it's 3 generations of women. The daughter's daughter, is a teenager at this point in time. Come to find out, the daughter's daughter had been time traveling because when she got there, she was mad at her mom with go through this bracelet in a pond. That she falls into the pond. Time travels back to 1999. So when she gets back to 1999, she goes and happens to find her mom because where she came out at was on the same pond, right? Anyway, she becomes best friends with her mom in 1999. So the mom never realized that, and mind you, same name and everything. So the mom names, or L, I think is what she's called. Anyway, the mom doesn't realize that her best friend as a teenager was her daughter. And so the daughter finds out that the mom is, a good person, this, that, and the third, because the mom was being a bitch in this, like, in whatever year they was in. Anyway, so she goes and now she gets to see what happens to the mom. So she now gets to know, different things about her mom, this, that, and the third, the mom's family, the mom's mom, the mom's dad. Anyway, somehow the brother came up missing in this scene. The brother was like 8 years old. Anyway, long story short, so different phases throughout the life, it shows how she time traveled back to hang out with the mom as they progress into, the future, right? Um, then the mom starts getting wind of it, like trying to figure out what the daughter's doing. The mom starts to time travel. So in the first season, you see where they figure out how the little boy disappeared or died. But I kept saying, like, why do they not think that the little boy fell in the pond too? So I was trying to figure that out. But long story short, they figured out that he fell into the pond because they was trying to save him from, they thought he died at one point in time, but the sister time traveled, the mom time traveled back, which is the sister, just so y'all, which is your boy's sister, the second generation. So she time travels back and she walks the little boy to the house. So she know that the little boy went in the house. But they don't show you until a little bit later on where the little boy, the dog was time traveling. The mom kept saying something about the dog loved the pond, this, that, and third. Long story short, the dog was doing something. So the little boy ran after the dog and he had fell in the lake. So now we get ready to go into part two. But anyway, long story short, before that, the mom in the present day, the mom was being cranky and bitchy because of all the stuff that she had went through. The dad was more patient. So the little girl was basically saying she wanted to see how her dad was because she kept seeing how different parts of life was happening. She wanted to go back to see how her dad was. She didn't like her dad because she said her dad didn't deserve her mom later on, which was funny because from the beginning she was mad at the mom. So it changed her feelings about the mom and then her feelings towards the dad. So later on, it started showing all these different, aspects of their life, like how this interacted with this. Long story short, the mom kept saying she didn't send a letter for them to come and visit. On season 2, you see who sent the letter. So y'all, it's a really good show. I'm still in the midst of it, so I got to see that, right? Then what else? Yesterday I was trying to barbecue again, and my fucking wood for some reason would not start at all, period. It was a thing. My candles have been burning like crazy. So I don't know if y'all know, like, because I think it was a full moon, but it was overcast in the sky, so I couldn't see the moon. But anyway, my candles have been burning horrible, like black, black, black. I don't like that. So that means now I gotta go get another candle, same color, because now I gotta redo it again. But the energy that's in the air is weird. So that was also happening. Then, but mind you, I've been watching this all weekend. So then yesterday, a man out of nowhere, because something happened. I had this thing that I had sold to a guy, a grill, right? Because I've been clearing out my backyard. My backyard looks phenomenal and amazing, right? And so my lawnmower got done. My neighbor did my blades, which I know y'all. I'm just talking and telling y'all all the best things that I have, felt, and just the stuff that's going on. And then we'll go into whatever else I get later on. So my neighbor fixed my lawnmower, my zero turn, right? Put new blades on it. The thing cuts like it's brand spanking new, right? Or better, right? So I done been in the back, I done, cut through or everything, cut everything down. And so I was cleaning and clearing, getting stuff away from here, right? Because that's the part of my assignment right now. Anyway, um, in the process of that, I had sold a grill April 26th, mind you, just so y'all know. It is now, what's the day? Whatever today's date is. Today is what? Today's the first. First day of the month, June. So anyway, I had told the guy, so April 26th, I sold it to him. He was like, he'll come and get it by Thursday or Friday of the next week. So I'm like, fine, I ain't going nowhere, da 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 da. Anyway, long story short, I sent him a message. I've been telling him, like, are you coming to get the grill? Like, what's happening? It was his truck went down, then this happened, and then, all these things happening, right? And I'm being patient. Anyway, long story short, yesterday I sent him a message on Saturday because I'm saying, like, can you please, come pick the grill, because I sold it to you because I wanted it to be moved, not because I wanted to sit in there anyway, right? So the man proceeds to send me this long, no. Anyway, so what he didn't respond on Saturday, he responded yesterday. Good morning, ma'am. Please don't sell the grill. He said that he was in the middle of a medical situation, he got to see, and please don't sell it in the name of Jesus, right? All things piss me the fuck off. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And I'm gonna just say this because instantly it gave me like he was trying to manipulate me in the midst of, and I get it. I get that you have whatever you have going on, but using your medical illness and using Jesus, mind you, them people, anybody can get it at this point because how the best things in life are going for me. I have noticed that the Jesus people corrupt life the most. And everybody, there's good and bad in everybody. But what I have noticed about those particular group of people is that they use God in the midst of, or they use Jesus for God, first and foremost. I don't like that because Jesus, is Jesus and God is God. Secondly, they use it as a manipulation tactic, right? And so, long story short, what I ended up sending to him was a long ass note, a whole little paragraph that said, I understand that you have whatever you're going through, and it's been a month. And the reason why I, sold it, was selling it, was because of the fact that I wanted it moved. And if you're not physically, medically in a position to be able to, pick it up, then what you should do is you can relist it, because otherwise I done already listed it, and guess what? I got like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 niggas that basically said they'll come buy it today, and it can be moved today. And on top of that, on Friday, I sent him the number to a man that I called personally to ask would they move it for him at a fee. The person said yes. Then the person proceeds to tell me that he never called. So now I done also helped you make arrangements on something. I done went above and beyond. So I'm not trying to inconvenience you. Please don't try to inconvenience me, because I'm doing, you don't like, he don't know what I'm doing. I didn't need to tell him what I was doing. So you got today. So I called the man, the one that, I asked will he move it for him. And I said, do you mind me giving him your number? Because he proceeds to now tell me that the man is not answering the phone. Mind you, I'm talking to the man. The man said he never called. Whatever, right? Anyway, long story short, it got fucking moved. The deal with that was that just because I'm a woman, because this is what it made me feel. And mind you, it's different cultures because he's African or something, right? And to me, I think it's the stereotype type that I already have with, some of those folks, because to me, it's always like they're always trying to get over. They want to use, I don't know, because I don't really want to say that, but that's the culture that I see with them. That's the thing that I see with them. And so they'll try to say, like, American people, or the women are hard, or the women are, whatever it is. But meanwhile, you're trying to manipulate. And I see that you're trying to manipulate because it's not my fault that you have this issue, this issue, this issue. That's not my fault. Don't try to put that into, or impart that into my system, because it's not my fault. I gotta do what I gotta do. He don't know what I got going on. He don't know what me and God is over here talking about actively. I don't know what him and God is over there talking about actively. It's not for me to know. But also, don't try to manipulate me. And so he used medical condition also along with Jesus. And either way, instantly pissed me the fuck off, because why? Um, Another thing that was also actively happening, and I know y'all is probably like, why is she giving me the rundown? Because it's important, okay? Because again, Earth School, and on Earth School we learn, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all what I learned in my sleep. Everybody thinks that the finish line is the goal, right? Because that's what they teach us. The finish line is the goal. But you know what happens after you get to the finish line? It's over. And so I was learning in my sleep that the journey is the best thing. Like, actively doing it, and a lot of us basically have in our mind that the finish line, like once we get there, um that's the whole winning thing. But then it's like you also start something else. You know what I mean? Like, that's the end of this and it starts something else. Did you enjoy the process? So I learned that in my sleep too. Mind you, the thing is that I didn't even play anything in my sleep. I literally made sure that I turned everything off, because I didn't want anything interfering, I think is what it was. I wanted to just be able to um, be in the moment. And so with that being said, it was a lot of, and it felt really good. Like, because it's like raining a little bit here now, or it's overcast, the weather is not very, very hot either. So that's another thing. So it was almost giving me like a very peaceful, like serene moment. I could just enjoy just being. So do with that information what you will. May be important to somebody, may not. You may not even care. But anyway, dear God, thank you for reminding me that the best things in life cannot be bought or earned. They are gifts from you. Thank you. And mind you, an attitude of gratitude, like being gracious for everything, like being in a moment of everything that you have. So it goes back to a message that I gave, like, I think a week or two ago, and it says, lose it all to lose nothing, right? Lose it all to lose nothing. And I gave whatever message that was, but then so many different things started coming to me. Like sometimes we're just collectors of things in life, and then we're holding on to those things because they're ours and we don't want to lose them. But with time, things get worn out or whatever that is, right? And it's not that it's just old or whatever to us; it's gonna be new to somebody else. So it's like everything that you have, you could be getting rid of it or giving it away, but mind you, it's in order to gain something newer to you. So it's like the hand me down version for some reason is what it was given, right? Because I noticed like during a period of time when I was, in my thought process up, because I feel like I'm up now, but I was up then monetarily, this, that, and third, but not realizing that everything I had then I also still have now. But why are you still holding on to these things? So I've been getting rid of everything, right? And so in the process of that, how am I going to give you something new if you're holding on to this? Like if you're holding on to the older things, how am I going to give you? You're holding on to old things that you don't even use, and I could replace it with newer things. Anyway, so it reminded me because the other day my son was telling me, he was showing me he had just got two pairs of Giuseppe's, right? And beautiful shoes, right? Beautiful sneakers. And I said, you can wear those with anything because like they're like real grown men. My son, all my kids, the boys are like collectors of sneakers and things of that nature, right? Been for a very long time. Anyway, long story short, something happened and his sneakers collection got taken, right? And so, in the process of that, although he got the money back, the sneakers were of value because they were like custom this or they were like limited edition this and this, that, and third. Things that, only come around certain periods of time. So, as he was talking to me, he was showing me the new shoes. Um, I'm saying those are really nice. You can wear them with anything. So he said that, one of them, we was talking about suits and things of that nature, slacks and, stuff like that. Mind you, he just had a birthday. Anyway, so long story short, part of his comments was, Mom, he started counting the shoes and he was showing me, all the sneakers and everything else. And he said, I think I'm like two away from the amount that I had before the shipment got stolen, right? Before all the sneakers got stolen. And so I laughed. I said, because lose it all to get it right back. Mind you, he's pulling out custom this, because with Jordans and certain pairs of shoes, they come back. They come back into another, season or whatever. Because I said, I remember such and such having them sneakers, and he said that's what they do. They bring them back anyway. So some of the things that he may have had previously, he might not have in his collection now, but now he has also like I don't want to say a better collection, a different collection, still a great collection. So it's like, in the process, the journey is you're going through this, and whatever happened during the time, you had to see this, and this, right? And so in that lesson, it was things that were rearranged. So security got put into play, you know what I'm saying? A couple different things. So it's almost like in those tower moments, and I can explain it like that, where certain things, it's like you lose a lot of stuff, but it's showing you where the foundation is sturdy. So you can use this, so you start building from the foundation. You can use this as your place or your plaque, like the stationary movement, to be able to build upon or expound upon this. And so now where there was no security or no eye in the sky on the situation. Now there's an eye in the sky on the situation, so it can't happen this way. And there may be blind spots, and whatever, and not just to say the security, but whatever else happens. But now it's like building it from there, and you can use that for anything. Because I was also, paying attention to certain scenarios, like with my youngest. And mind you, this is on a daily basis, so you can use it for whatever it is you want to use it for. So I was praying with him for something, right? Long story short, the prayer went on for about, I want to say about a month or two, right? Actively every morning he would come, and y'all, just so y'all know, where two or more shall touch and agree, there he shall be. And I don't care what nobody say, I know it works, because every time I got somebody to actively pray with me about something, stuff starts changing like really, really quickly on certain things, right? So anyway, long story short, I prayed with him for something. So it took about 2 months for the thing that he was asking for um to come into fruition, to manifest, right? So anyway, long story short, he manifested the thing that he wanted. So after he got it, it started to be, certain things also I'm noticing in the process. But I was loving the fact that, one, he was able to see he got the thing that he wanted, and he was able to see this is how you keep it, or this is what you're going to have to go through in order to maintain it, or this is what you're going to have to go through, but this is what you actively prayed for. So sometimes the things that we pray for may not come the way that we want them to come, right? Because we may want it to come with no problems, no issues, no da 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 da. Meanwhile, it comes and it can have a slight hiccup. Is it still not the thing that you wanted? No, it's still the thing that you wanted, but there's also processes that, go in between. But in that, it is longevity on, you got it, and now let's expound upon it. Let's build upon it. Let's, have an attitude of gratitude towards it, because your questioning was, or your prayer was, can I have it? Can I have this? And God gave it, and now there's work, and there's maintaining things, because people seem to think that, oh, when I pray for something and when you manifest something, I hope y'all know that that's work. Like, even in the prayer of Jabez, I know it works. So two things that I know works: where two or more shall touch and agree, get somebody to pray with you. So if you can't bring that thing into fruition fast enough, mind you, guess who I love to pray with the most? Because literally when things was happening and my kids were younger, like, the kids for some reason also help really, really fast. So for y'all that don't pray with y'all kids, pray with y'all kids. That is y'all also defining moment for you to be able to tell where they are, because they'll be praying out loud, because you started off, you're the parent. So I would always start off the prayer, and then I would tell them that, tell God what you want, tell God, how you feel right now, whatever it is. And that's also a way for you to be able to tell, where they are or how they feel about certain situations, or the things that they're looking forward to, in life, and things of that nature. Never question it, at all, period. Just let it be what it's going to be, because it went up in the heaven of God. So even if you hear something that basically is like, why is da 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 da, leave it be, let it be with God, and then it'll come to them. Or later on, then you'll have that in your pocket to be able to, you know so where two or more shall touch and agree, I definitely know that works. Prayer of Jabez, I know that works. Oh, that you will bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand will be with me, and that you will keep me from evil, so I may not cause pain. I know it works. It works. And definitely, it's like Psalms, meditating on, whatever word it is that you get, or whatever comes to you in Psalms. I know those things work. So if it's something that you're actively, praying for or looking forward to God for, maybe you can try that, because, just because it worked for me might not work for you, and just because it worked for somebody else may not work for, so things work for different people. But at the end of the day, those are things that I know that I can bank on, that I can tell somebody specifically that those things work. So prayer changes things. Thank you for reminding me that the best things in life cannot be bought or earned. They are gifts from you. Thank you for love that heals, peace that steadies, joy and joy that strengthens, and hope that carries me through every season. Help me to recognize the blessings that surround me each day, even the ones I may overlook. Teach me to value what truly matters, meaningful connections, a grateful heart, wisdom, kindness, and the opportunity to grow. When I become distracted by what I don't have, redirect my focus to all that you will have already provided. Remember, I said attitude of gratitude, so that is that. Fill my life with purpose, my mind with peace, and my spirit with gratitude. May I walk in faith, trusting your timing, and embrace the abundance that comes from living in alignment with your will. Let love guide my words, wisdom guide my choices, and grace guide my journey. Thank you for every blessing seen and unseen, and for all the beautiful things that you still bring into my life every day. I have a bouquet of roses, right? That is actively sitting on my stand in my room. Mind you, they're old, but they don't look fresh, but they're still not crinkly and nasty looking. Like it still is pretty. And so, for some reason, I don't know. And then I like petrified roses and things of that nature. But anyway, in the process of me saying all of those things, right, it was, you know, how sometimes we work so hard for something, right? Because that's the thing that we think that we want. And then it's like after you get it, it's like every other thing. You love it for a hot second, you know, play with it for a little while, and then it gets put to the side. It's like your kids. They'll say, "Oh, mom or dad, you know, I want this, da 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 da," and you give it to them. You tell them they got to do chores or something for it. Then you give it to them, and then you realize later on, like they played for it. It was so exciting for the first month or two, and then all of a sudden it's like tossed to the side, right? We do that also with people and things. So I felt like I wanted to sneeze, but I think the one of my nose came out faster. I was looking for this comb yesterday. Um, so we do that with people and things. So as an adult, it's like, you know, I want this specific person, right? And you could get the person, right? And then after you get the person, it just don't hit like you thought it would be, right? Pay self build. Oh, I was going to say, what the hell is that? That ain't in my business. Anyway, then you get the person, and it's not all that it's cracked up to be, right? And now you know, then did all this work and all this extra stuff for this person, and then now you got to figure out how to, you know, get them going. Um, you could want a car, right? You get the car, and then you find out that it's not everything that it is, you know, cracked up to be, or um, you could love the car, and then in a month or two, it's like, you know, then you see something else where they didn't upgrade it or something, or you know, it ain't even got to be an upgrade. It could just be now it's not the same as when you got it, or you see too many of them now. All of a sudden, you got this car and you saw nobody with it from the beginning. Now it's like 9,000 people riding every corner you hit. The car is now there, and you're like, wow, I didn't know that many people had a car. You could not even care about that, and it could just be the point that the newness just wears off of it, or the I wanted it after you got it, because the journey was the thing. You did all of these things to get this thing, and now after you got it, it only lasts the shine only lasts for, you know, this period of time. Anything, a new job. I want this job. This is the job that I want so bad, or this is the business that I want so bad. And you could love the business. Like I used to love trucking so much because before it got tainted for me, um, I love trucking. It was like I feel like because I knew also along the journey, it was the changing of, you know, my life, the changing of, you know, my family's life, this and the third. I knew what I could do, but then it was like so many people were jealous, and even men that you with, jealous of the fact that, you know, this is happening. Then they start tainting stuff. Like a nigga stole one of my trucks. A nigga stole a couple of my trucks, basically. Somebody parked one of my trucks on a hill, and ain't nothing in life gonna tell me that they didn't intentionally park it there. And then the bitch rolled down, you know, the hill and ran into a tree. Could have killed somebody, but nothing in my life is not gonna tell me that that nigga didn't do that intentionally. Because nigga, you've been in trucking 50 something years, and you mean to tell me you don't know how to put a parking brake on? And why would you park there? And I know this person is very calculating. So although it may have seemed like it was an accident, don't really think it was an accident. It didn't make any sense. It's so many different things, but the person didn't care. Why? Because it wouldn't have been on their name anyway. It would have been me because it was my company, my name. So it wouldn't have been on them. They didn't like the truck, maybe. I don't know. The truck kept having issues, but it was the truck that they asked for. I went and got the truck in my name, in the company, for the company. And then the truck started having issues and it had to go to the shop multiple instances of times, this, that, and the third. And so they parked it on a hill. Me not even thinking nothing about it. We go to, dinner, family function. It's 9,000 people around. We having a good time. And all of a sudden I get a phone call from the police. Your truck just rolled off a hill. And I'm like, what you mean? Like, how can a truck roll off a hill? Yeah, your truck rolled off the hill and then, crashed into the neighbor's tree. Mind you, it's parked in a neighborhood where it shouldn't be, but nothing's not going to tell me that that nigga didn't do that shit on purpose. The same way, the same exact person. Like, it kept being thing after thing after thing where a person, I love trucking because of what I know it can actively do for, changing my life and changing my family's life. But y'all don't even realize, like, as a person that is saying that they love you, but this person really don't like you. And that's not to say that everybody's going to be that way, but I noticed that I've been in multiple relationships, one behind the other, with people who were actively jealous over they could have their own blessings in life, and most people do. Everybody has their own blessings in life, but for some reason, I come along and they start seeing things come a little bit faster and things of that nature, and all of a sudden, I'm the thing that they're jealous of, but not realizing that we are supposed to be a team. And so I start noticing, and sometimes I may not notice until it's a little bit, a little too late. But in the process, it is another time. Same person, honestly, I think set up a scheme to do insurance fraud against me. Like, it kept being thing after thing after thing with the same exact person, but you could tell, like, every hit, it was chinking away at my I love trucking venture. And then I heard a conversation one day where the men were talking, and the men said, don't put a woman in trucking because then they get above themselves. That's crazy that y'all wouldn't want somebody to be above themselves. And what is above themselves? It's a thing where they want you to be subservient, and that's not all men, but a lot of men in this world, a lot of guys, a lot of boys. And sometimes we don't realize it until it's too late. So it's like one of those things where people will want you to get ahead, but not ahead of them. Like, if I taught you this, I don't want you coming in here and doing better than I am with that. And so that was something that I had to learn. Like, my biggest hater in life, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like my biggest hater in life has always been a nigga that I was with. Every time. And it may not even start off that way. For all intents purposes, these be people that be giving me a lot because they gave me a lot. But then whatever happens, I take whatever they show me or whatever they do, because you should be able to elevate. And I'm observant. So I will study. I will pay attention. I will do the thing that most people, probably won't do. And even in the midst of me love and trucking, my name was on that. So my name was on my company. So I felt like I treated it like I would treat myself. And so I would do the extra things. So I stayed up late nights. Like, I cried a lot of times. Like, people didn't know. All they saw is, oh, she benefited this from this. Oh, she got this from this. But people don't realize all the things that I had to go through. The journey was important. The things that I learned was important, and still is to this day, because I'm not going to think that, okay, every person that I end up with is going to be this way, because I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And I pray that one day God send me, a significant other that isn't jealous of, me taking what they show me and making it bigger. Because you would want that in life, I think, that a person that can make something grow. It's the thing where it's just not going to grow together. That's the issue. And mind you, most of the time I wanted to be able to grow with these people. You know what they wanted? They wanted to take what we were growing and using it for somebody else. No. And I'm not even a person who cares about you, doing whatever you want to do on the side, but you grow whatever you going to grow with them people too. Like, don't try to take my blessing, something that God has given me, my, musedom, because I'm a muse. I make it grow. Don't take what I'm actively growing. Like, you're gonna have to make them do what they have to do too. And then that way you can see if they're not doing what they need to do, then you cut that short. But you're not gonna supplement my situation with that situation. That's not how that's gonna go. Especially if that's not what we talked about. Now it's a different scenario if this is what we talking about. Because in which case I'm gonna need something. Cause I don't mind supplementing this with this, but this gonna have to give me something. And it don't have to be something monetary. It don't have to be, it's whatever the thing that I could utilize. It's like saying in one relationship, you can have the monetary thing flows, right? And then in another situation, this person is good at this. Cause I have or I had a person that I knew once upon a time. This person like loves cleaning, right? And I don't mind paying if you don't mind cleaning. You see what I'm saying? Like there's something where my people at because I don't see nobody today. She said a fair exchange and no swindling, no something, a fair swap, no swindle, something of that nature. Like I don't mind, but you're not gonna like have somebody doing actively nothing and making it seem like I'm this, right? And so then the other thing that I learned in my journey, right? Because the best things in life is observation as well, right? I noticed that I happen to do something this week, and I'm saying I don't mind doing a certain thing. I like cutting grass, right, y'all? And let me tell you why I like cutting grass. It's not the kind of grass where you're out pushing a lawnmower. I don't like that type of grass. But I have a zero turn, right? A big ass machine. And I get to just listen to my headphones and go outside where I want to be anyway in the sun and just, actively either pray about it, talk to God, this and the third, or just, just be on the machine driving and shit, right? So I like being on my zero turn out cutting grass. I don't mind that. And so when after my neighbor got my lawnmower together, I was doing certain things, right? And then I happened to realize I have a relationship with a person, right? That is not a relationship with a person. It's not that type of relationship, right? It's just friends. But I happen to notice that this person is this, right? And it made me realize like you have to also watch the people that you are aligning yourself with because in certain areas, certain things can come off very masculine or very feminine, right? And if you find yourself doing the masculine jobs, even if it's something that you like in the process, ladies, leave that nigga alone. Don't even begin to start with that nigga, okay? Because that's gonna be the thing. Your roles are reversed. And it's not that you can't take out the trash, it's not that you can't cut the grass, it's not that this, that, and the third. But when you realize that you're doing all the manly jobs and it's too much, cancel Christmas. Find you somebody who's gonna give you the opposite version of that because you're out of it's not evenly yoked. And that's one of the things that I started to realize. Like it's funny how when you're 20 something and then with age comes wisdom. Not for everybody. Y'all, I'm trying to figure out why I couldn't see hold on, are y'all on the right? Yeah, how did I not see y'all? Over here I can't see y'all. So that's crazy because I didn't even think anybody was in here. I thought I was just talking to myself. Miss Kelly, hi, welcome. Y'all can't see none of y'all. Like for some reason, this ain't showing me nobody. That's where I'm like, hold on, where is my people at? Y'all probably thought I just was ignoring y'all, huh? Sorry, but I wasn't. I just can't see y'all. Majestic Grace said we are here. Magnificent Rising. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Miss Kelly, the Paleo Prince, hi, welcome, thank you for being here. September Wilson, hi, thank you for being here. Majestic Grace, hi. Look, love y'all, thank y'all for being here. I didn't see none of y'all. That is crazy. Why is that doing that? Magnificent Rise and Pamela Adams, hi, thank you for being here. Y'all, I can't see. This did not show me that none of y'all was here. I'm literally over here thinking I'm just talking. That is crazy. Anyway, I love y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, please, and thank you. Yeah, I'm glad to see y'all. Welcome to a new day. Happy Monday. Miss Kelly said happy Tuesday, y'all. We got different people on the channel, so happy Sunday to people who are day behind. But everybody, hi. Papa Daddy, hi. Love you. Thank you for being here. Y'all, all of y'all are in here, and I did not see nobody. Like, nobody is popping up here. Thank God I came over here, because y'all would have just think I just was over here being weird. But my screen ain't showing me nothing. It ain't even showing me nothing over here either. That is crazy. Anyway, so I was also telling y'all about my weekend. So I don't know how long y'all been here because I can't see nothing. Majestic Grace. You have to go to anybody that knows me knows I love Kevin Gates. That is my favorite rapper, right? He be getting on my nerves sometimes. I be cussing his ass out. Anyway, long story short, Majestic Grace, go to Kevin Gates' page and listen to the last two songs he posted. Those shits is fire. So I hope that's getting ready to be on his album because that other stuff that I was listening to, I wasn't listening. Like, but the last two songs he just posted, fire. The frequency, like literally as soon as I played it, that shit bounced off my back, like gave me that feeling. I love him. Yes. Cause I don't know what that little last song was. That other one because I was not listening to that. But I love when the frequency is right, I can feel it down my back. And both songs did like it's the frequency. That's Kevin. That's that nigga right there. I don't know like what be happening in the process, and I guess all frequencies. Anyway, long story short, I was already feeling good, all the best things in life, and then I heard that shit, and it gave me that extra like when I can put a battery in your back. He put a battery in my back this morning because that shit is fire. So that was great. I love that. I love that for him and for me because it just added to the extra goodness. So our affirmations for today. I am grateful for the blessings that money cannot buy. I am totally, and then that's the thing. So that's what I was telling y'all about all the stuff that you get where it's like you work so hard for it, and then it's like not realizing God could drop something in your spirit, and it's better than anything that you ever could have worked for, thought that you ever wanted. Like, and then it's just an amazing feeling. Y'all, I've been loving over the weekend. I was getting all the things together, like cleaning up stuff, moving stuff around and organizing stuff. I gotta go in my shed and pull out my chainsaw because I got a tree that fell down. But that whole entire area where I was telling y'all about the guy, with the girl to try to mentally manipulate or, that whole area I cleaned out, and it's like just busting it down to the bare minimum because all of that stuff don't need to be back there. I'm not even using half the stuff. The stuff that I am using, I basically got all organized and set up really nice and pretty. And then I was thinking like there can actively be some camping, happening or some day event or something happening back there right now because of the fact that the way that it looks like I should invite y'all over. I should invite y'all over. We could be to the back. We could be, having a conversation. We could be, doing whatever. We could be grilling back there, anything. But literally, it is nothing like chairs, fire pit, environment. And although I love, you having the stuff and this, that, and the third, but I was just noticing like, okay, it was good for that moment. It was good for that time. You don't need it. You haven't used it. Get rid of it. And anything that's necessary and needed for, the next upcoming whatever is, necessary and needed for, you'll get it again. So why are you holding on to things? Why are you holding on to stuff? It's just back here collecting, dust and damaging this, that, and the third. I pulled out a freaking my I have a what's them plug boxes that go to a car jump box, right? Mind you, one for my big truck because I used to park my big truck back there in case anything ever happened. So I pulled it out and I'm getting ready to I posted it, right? So a guy is asking, he's like, "Did you test it?" And I'm like, "What the fuck you mean test it? Like I didn't know it tested. You put it on the thing and it works, right? Mind you, nothing's ever been wrong with it. I've always used it for forever, this and the third. So a guy comes and he wants to get it. So the light comes on and everything, right? And so he's like, I don't think it's getting any sparks. And I'm like, how's it not getting any sparks? Like, because I don't post nothing or, my rating on my marketplace is very high, right? Because I make sure people get what they getting. And I make sure I sell what I'm saying I'm selling, right? Anyway, long story short, I told him I said I would take it down because in fact, until I go get it looked at, I didn't even know there was a thing that you would even have to do to test it. Long story short, it's just been sitting back there. How is it not working if it's just been sitting back there and it's been working this whole entire time? You see what I'm saying? So it's like one of them things. If you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. And why are you holding on to it? I ain't helped. Mind you, the one that I use because I got one anyway, and I keep it in my car. I got a little small one that I had in my big truck too, and that one's the one that I put in my car. I literally went through, cleaned out my car, vacuumed out my car, did all of these things. I got metal, which was funny because I was saving this stuff, the big heavy stuff that like metal. There's a metal place that you take stuff to, and they give you money for it too, right? So I actively started doing stuff like that and taking it to the place. Mind you, it was like tents and tent metal and shit like that, where it was just sitting back there. I left it in the middle of the driveway, the road that goes to the back of my house. So that was just sitting there, and I'm like, let me start doing stuff that I need to do because how are you like actively asking God for stuff, and it's like things that you don't necessarily need, ain't silver no purpose, just in the fucking way. Clean it up. And then I started notice even in the environment, right? We all are out here manifesting, asking God for stuff. Meanwhile, the universe, the planet is in dire need, dire restraint. I noticed that a man, and this is one of those things. They have a well. I don't know what country this is, but I just sat there and watched this whole entire thing. It was weird. But anyway, they have a well that's in the middle of a town, right? And so I guess that's where everybody goes and they pump the water and this, that, and third. So on this well is set up, and then there's a little platform there. The platform was fucking disgusting where people are, it's just moldy dirt, this, that, and the third. And this is all the stuff that I've been watching, y'all. It's weird. Excuse me, because this is what my timeline is starting to do. So there's a guy, he comes and he scrapes all the mud and cleans up the bottle, but instead of him throwing the bottles on the trash, he throws the bottles on the ground. But we're gonna let him pass because what he was doing was cleaning up the well, the water, because there was these little four things to where if the water is up here, and mind you, there's sitting water, and y'all know sitting water is disease. Sitting water is mosquitoes. Sitting water is nasty. Mind you, it's four slots for the water to be off of there, but because there's so much dirt in this thing, the water's just sitting, floating with trash. So the guy comes and cleans it up, scrapes out all the mud. So now when you pump the water, it's nice and clean up there because why the fuck are y'all want to drink there anyway? And nobody's cleaning nothing. So he cleans it, scrapes all the dirt out. Now when you pour the water, it'll just fall over the thing, right? Like it's supposed to. Now it looks like something you wouldn't want to drink from. Y'all, we have to start cleaning it up. Like at this moment, we blaming everybody for environmental this, that, and third, and people for things that we didn't do. But I'm noticing that I'm seeing a new trend of people just picking up trash. I know you didn't do it. Y'all stop fucking littering. Even in places where I know that it's impoverished. I know that this is all they gave you. I know this is all you got. But y'all, you have to clean up the environment because of the fact that it's not good for Mother Nature. It's not good for us. And so on another thing, it was people actively. There's a guy right now. They call him a clean dad or something. For some reason, his stuff and came across my timeline. So in the projects, I guess is where this is at. It's just overgrown, right? Because y'all know grass will start to take over stuff. Nature wants to reclaim the area back as soon as possible. So the drainage it's two different stories. So the drainage on one, it was going up against the house, but as you know, the grass starts to grow and stuff like that, it'll cover up places that you didn't know was there to be able to drain. So this dad in particular is going around and he's now cleaning up areas like scraping sidewalks and this, that, and the third. He didn't recover 2 walkways or 4 passages. Mind y'all, this stuff is so pretty. But because of either they were overstaffed or understaffed or something, and they didn't have nobody to be able to go out and scrape up the sidewalks and clean the mess up, it just overtook the whole entire area. So it looks like a little field of grass, but mind you, where it is now the way he got it, it's safer for the kids to be able to walk and this, that, and the third. And so he's cleaning up the area. And I get it. And a lot of things that's easy for stuff to be overlooked. It's like even the houses that they have. This is why I keep saying, like, y'all would be able to do it. Y'all know what needs to be done, right? An average person in the world would know what to do because y'all know what's necessary and needed. We gotta stop putting people in office that don't know nothing. It's one thing because all these people go to elite schools and is what they're saying. They go to the schools with all the information, this and the third. They don't know what the hood needs. They don't know what the streets need. They don't know what a common person needs because they're so used to this. So they try to rule from this area when in order for you to know what's necessary and needed, you got to go down here with the people. And that's another thing. It's like the best things in life, we start to realize who really needs to be in leadership and who doesn't. We don't need a person that is just trying to tell people what to do. We need a person that has been actively with the people because even like with the houses and things of this nature, y'all know there's so many houses that is like sitting and rotting away that the environment is taking them back because the environment will reclaim, its property, right? Now just imagine the people, and I'm even talking about a regular person, normal Joe Schmo. You have a house, right? Housing is free because you're here. There's ways to supplement this with this, with this, with this, right? So a regular Joe Smo that's in the house that has been maintaining the house. Do you need more space? Because how many people do you have in your house? This person could have about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people in the house, right? And if you're a family that like to live like that, fine. Y'all take and go live over here. Because there's a house that's sitting in the woods. I'm looking at houses that are fucking mansions that ain't nobody living in, that are being consumed by nature. As long as you can take care of the house, and I mean like not even the bill part, because we need to cancel that. Maintain the house, maintain the area, maintain the stuff that's there. And then the person who ain't got a house, if you don't have a house, then you can have this house. Like, go find a house that you can maintain that suits the amount of people that you have, because we got to make sure that, it still suits the amount of people that you have. And go live in the house. And then let's put it on documentation, put it on record. Y'all can't produce no more bottles and things of that nature. Like, it's enough fucking bottles floating around here. Like, we don't need no more of that. So they can cancel Christmas on that. Oh, and just so y'all know, I don't know, is Mike anywhere around here? Because I was talking to him the other day. We was texting inside the chat on TikTok. He was showing me stuff that had have y'all seen people's water being messed up? Because they get ready to do it again. I told y'all everything, the best things in life, God already gave us free. God gave us seeds, God gave us this. They took it, GMO'd it, and sold it back to us. They getting ready to do the same thing with water. Little do y'all know. So water is on the trading. Water is now a commodity. Mind you, they're out here actively fucking up your water. You know why they're fucking up your water? Because they want us to pay for it. So go look at trading. Water is on the trading now. Go look at your society, and I ain't trying to fearmonger nobody. So if you ain't got water, go get you some cases of water, because I promise you, pretty soon you're gonna fucking need it. So don't say nobody didn't tell you. Don't say, da 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 da. Like, even if go get you some cases of water. Can you some emergency water? Yeah, I saw the don't drink the water post. Delaware. I'm from Delaware. I literally saw that in Delaware they have that now. Atlanta already been having it. I told y'all it's a couple places in Georgia that's already been having it. Virginia has been having it. Y'all go get y'all some water. Cause at this point, like, don't let them people wait till the last minute and then everybody like trying to do a whole run on water. They go get y'all some water. And make sure y'all test the water because this nigga just told them that they don't have to do the regulation. So get you a water tester as well. You're going to fucking need it. So if you don't listen to nothing I say, like, and again, I ain't trying to fearmonger nobody, but I'm telling you, go get you some water. This is June 1st, 2026. So we'll talk about it. She said filters too. We'll talk about it again in another 6 to 9 months. And I don't want to hear none of y'all saying, oh, I didn't get no, eat, buy a case a week if you have to. And start stacking it up. But literally go get you some water. It's 13 of y'all in here. Don't wait until it's fucking the whole entire world now realizes, or the whole entire United States realizes, oh, well, the water, and then do what they did during, 19, and then all of a sudden there's no toilet paper, no water, no none of that shit. Go get it right now. Cause I'm already telling you. They're doing it intentionally. They're getting ready to try to charge us for it. Ain't none of this shit, nothing is a coincidence. Everybody's talking about fucking data centers and water and this, that, and the third. Ain't nobody talking about whether or not you should be getting you. Mind you, it's people's wells. They're fucking up people's wells. Some people have water that look like soup. Who's bathing in that? Because I ain't bathing in that. I mean, you might as well. And then guess what? That also now starts disease. Because remember, what was it? The Black Plague or something at a certain point in time when the cure was soap and water. What was that? What it was? Whatever that was. But mind you, who's bad? Who's gonna bathe in the brown water? Cause I ain't gonna be bathing in that. So right now, if your water's good, be thankful because there's a lot of people who are not, whose water's not thankful. But that also goes to show you what type of government, what type of leadership would do that. Mind you, they're mad at people actively that are changing their country and helping their country. They're mad at them. What kind of leaders are those? Any one of y'all that is sitting right here watching me right now, I know would be a better leader than the people that are in leadership. Why? Because you probably know what the people actively need. You probably already, deal with people in situations that you would say, okay, well, I would know how to do, get people out of this. I would know how to disperse this. Y'all, we don't need no people that sit in fucking glass houses and out here throwing stones. We have to realize that none of the people that we put into leadership at all, period, because the best things in life are the things that you can go walk around freely and see. I don't have to be afraid to go into this area. You know what they are? Afraid to go into those areas. Y'all may come from certain areas that, oh, well, shit, that ain't nothing, to me. Shit, I done seen, you can't threaten me and tell me that, oh, this is a bad area. That we done seen some bad areas. Mind you, I don't know about y'all, but a lot of y'all that grew up in bad areas, how much fun did y'all have in those bad areas? Like, I mean, on some real stuff. The things that people would be afraid of in neighborhoods that people would be afraid of. How many of y'all lived in any of those areas and had a fucking blast? And it just didn't seem like, it just seemed like a product of the environment to where these people are trying to push you into this, but we always make fun, make a good time, a fucking good time. Even the people I'm noticing, like right now with Cuba and things of that nature being dark, I'm seeing like people congregate and get together, people helping people. Like, yeah, we know that the government doing this, that, and the third, but we gonna make it so, we are gonna be good, even if we can't do this, that, and the third. Them is the people that we need. Because those are the people who are not out here actively trying to, destroy the earth and the world. have y'all ever been to a place where y'all see like where they do the fire hydrants, like New York and shit like that, when they do like the fire hydrants and the kids be out running around in the streets? Y'all, the first time I went to New York, we came in, we went on the subway, mind you. And when we came up out of the subway, it was fucking about 3 something in the morning. Do y'all know it was fucking little kids outside on big wheels and shit? Like, it's just like, yes, scary things happen, right? And shit can happen. Shit can happen anywhere in Bumblefuck USA. But if you've never seen an area where kids be outside, like, how the fuck is it not safe? It's kids outside on fucking big wheels, and I don't know if y'all know what a big wheel is. That might be telling my age, but kids outside on big wheels in the middle of at 3 o'clock in the morning, and people just in the neighborhood watching and chilling, making sure that the kids is fine. Like, y'all, sometimes it's the community that people don't realize. Like, if something happened in them communities, somebody know that, you know, this person wasn't from there and this, that, and they're like, these people came in here. And so it may be something different from what those people are used to, but literally it's like a sense of community that goes on. The best things in life. It's like the candy lady. How many of y'all know about a candy lady? I need to take some album medicine. I got it. The candy lady. So when I was growing up, in Harrington, Delaware. The lady's name was Miss Alberta. Miss Alberta was the candy lady. This lady's nails was crazy looking. Yup, she canned pickles too. Damn. And I don't think we had that. You know, we had penny candy. She had the penny candy. Maybe some chips and some other shit. But you know what the biggest hot commodity was? A fucking freeze cup. Kool-Aid and the little cups, and they would pour them in the cups and fucking freeze that shit. Do you know how a freeze cup 25 cent hit? I bet you that lady probably died having big fucking money. Miss Alberta kept the fucking freeze cups on deck, 25 cent. Like, y'all, it be like the best things, the things that are like nostalgic. Being outside and mind you, so Queen Street, Delaware, because you know I'm from Delaware, so Queen Street was back where, like, you know, the people. It was probably not the best street is what they would say, but mind you, it was the best fucking street. It was a street where everybody would go hang out on in between Reed Street and this, that, and the third. Hey, and if you had a big wheel, you thought you had a car. Period. You come through with the big wheel slide, man. Y'all, think about the simplest things. Like, it's the whatever the feeling gives you. It's like that thing that I told y'all about, that the liver detox that I brought in here the other day. And I told y'all, like, it keeps giving me the best smell. It is whatever that smell is, the honeysuckles. It's like the summer in 1980 something. Like the smell of the summer, the smell of the season. It's like the smell of rain. Like when you can smell like the air, the change. It's like also like, y'all ever felt when before it's about to snow and it gets cold, but it's like a crisp, that type of thing. It's like county fairs and funnel cake or cotton candy. It's like things that make you feel like it's the thing that brings you nostalgia, but it's almost like it's just a moment. It's like that's not. I wish that I could have this moment for life. That it's like you don't know when it's gonna come over you. It's just like a feeling that you get. Like, suppose you get together with the best people that you like, and it's like y'all just laughing, and somewhere in that moment, it builds like a memory that this is the feeling. It's like I got a feeling of late nights riding with your nigga. or your best friend or whoever, right? It's always me riding with my nigga because my nigga be my best friend, right? I laughed the other day because I had a feeling. I told my son, I said, me and him was laughing, and my son Zimmer cracks me up sometimes. We just be laughing about all types of stuff. And in that moment, I had this feeling. My oldest son is my best friend right now. And it gave me the best feeling. Mind you, I had to call him later on and tell him the next day. I told him, I said, Zamir, it's funny because I'm over here cracking up. Me and him laughing about stuff that, because he's been telling me for a while that the beginning of creation is an alien experiment, right? And mind you, everyday life goes on, it keeps being proven true. And I told him, I said, Damir, every day your theory that you told me keeps being the truest part. He said, Mom, it just makes more sense. But mind you, we laughing about that and all this other stuff, and then it just dawned on me. My oldest son has been my best friend, honestly, since he came out the womb. Like, I had him at fucking 15. And when I can remember riding in my car in my Honda Accord, it was that sea blue, sea green. I can remember riding in my car with him in the passenger seat. No, he belonged in a chair. And he like fucking Luther Vandross at a young age. I forgot what this song was. It was like the song that the kids would be. It's a song with some kids on it. And I remember him saying, Mom, play it again. But that was my road dog. And mind you, he's always been so laid back, like, and even to this day, he's so smart, very articulate, and like, I love who he is as a person. But it's this thing, because it reminded me, when I was younger, for all intents and purposes, I probably shouldn't have had kids, but you know what? God always gives you what you need. And so then I started to think, I was probably one of the loneliest people in life at that time. And so it was like, because my mom had to go to work, so it wasn't even like she was, and not to blame her for anything, because you know what I'm saying, she had to do what she had to do. But I didn't feel like my friends was my friends, and I probably didn't know how to talk to people because I never had to talk to anybody. And God gave me my best friend. And it's the craziest thing because most of the time it's like, my dudes, but he's been around since I was 15. I used to do that too, passenger vibes. That's what I'm saying. And mind you, I remember the one time in life that anything ever panicked me. 2 times he panicked me, right? But the first time was I was driving, and my baby daddy at the time had a 240Z, like the Nissan 240 something, and he had painted it a lavender purple. Because back then it was when all the cars was like bright colors, right? Lime green, orange, and shit like that. Anyway, I'm young driving this car. I don't even know if I had a license at the time. This nigga taught me how to drive, stick, and everything. But mind you, I would listen. I just knew how to drive everything. Like, even to this day, I know how to drive any fucking thing. Like, when we was doing heavy haul and shit like that, and we would show up and you gotta load these like monster ass trucks and shit like that, I'm always a person, let me do it. Let me know, let me figure out how to do it. Like, I can fucking look at something and it's like a special skill. I don't know how God taught me how to do this, but literally, y'all, the first time I ever drove a big truck is the nigga said, "Do you know how to drive stick?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "That's how you do it." And I drove that bitch all the way from fucking Delaware to Georgia. Nigga was asleep. Anyway, long story short, when we get the equipment and stuff, like, I don't know why I'm fascinated with shit like this. And so we had this one thing, it's like a picker or something that's called, it's like a big ass machine that be out in the field. But this has a remote control to it. So to me, it's still like driving. And so it got like a dolly or something where you move the vegetables and all that shit. But mind you, the way that it moves is fucking amazing. I like machines. I like tools. Like, I like shit like that. And so they was like, I don't know how to move it. Let me fucking do it. And mind you, you got to remember that we're loading it. So I got to figure out how to move it and also figure out how to drive this bitch up on a trailer, a RGN. So I got to make sure that it's literally like in this box, y'all. And I fucking take the remote control and I figure out, I just start playing with it a little bit, seeing what part moves here, there, everywhere. And then I take this fucking big ass machine and guide it straight up on the fucking RGN. Perfect. Y'all, I like shit like that. One other time, y'all, mind you, bitch better be lucky I was there because I was scared for her ass. I was in my own truck. And then another time, so the lady, the man that I was talking to, he was driving somebody else's shit. And those things, it's called a pushback. It's a machine that's at the fucking airport and it pulls they load the luggage in this bitch and then they also push them a fucking airplane back with this shit. Y'all, $1 million fucking piece of equipment. This bitch was heavy as fuck, right? Brand spanking new. And I don't know if y'all ever seen the machines, but what happens is the wheels on these are not just a straight thing. Like when you're driving this motherfucker, this wheel will go this way, this wheel will go this way, the back wheel will go another way, and the wheel and that'll go another way. This bitch Snow White, perfect, brand spanking new. We literally are coming around this place in Baltimore. And all I see is, mind you, I got my own truck and I'm carrying fucking, I think I had military cards or something that I loaded myself. Y'all, I used to be so proud of myself when I would fucking load shit, not knowing how to load nothing and crank that shit down all myself. Y'all, it took me a long time. I was on a military base trying to get this shit done and they had fucking, I forgot what they call them, like games or some shit where they be out in the fucking field doing test shit. Anyway, I had to go load all these damn trucks up and back up, and so I had that. So I'm following behind them, and all I notice is sparks come out from this mother sucker, and I'm like, oh shit, that don't look right. So I call them up, and I'm like, yo, the whole truck is on, the trailer's on fire, right? Because after the sparks was the fire. Y'all, this shit was crazy, but it was so fun. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like in the midst of something, it's like the journey. Like it'd be fun. So the trailer, the fucking RGN, the fucking dropped down on the ground, and so it's now on fire. And it's $1 million machine on the back of this bitch, right? Brand spanking new. They gotta go to BWI. Y'all don't tell BWI because literally this old though, but anyway, so we get ready to take this damn thing to BWI. So when we hit this corner, mind you, and fucking traffic, and I mean traffic. And I'm scared as fuck because listen, I'm preparing for my birthday right now. So mind you, this nigga just is getting ready to take me on a whole vacation. I'm going to go to California for the first time ever in my life and just blow a bag, right? So I need this to get over there. Mind you, it ain't my equipment, it's somebody else's shit, but he paying, right? So I'm like, oh my God. The machine is on the RGN is on fire. So the nigga pulls over. Y'all, the machine is big as fuck. Where the pullover is, there is a little ramp, like a little bar right here. You know, with some little side things that be metal. That shit don't look like it's holding nothing. Remember I told y'all this machine is fucking overweight. It's heavy as fuck. So where he pulls over at is a little space. The trailer's still in the road a little bit. Mind you, it's traffic that is. Y'all ever been to Baltimore or Virginia or whatever the fuck that area is where you go in the BWI? Like that shit be packed. I know the cops is coming. I don't want no smoke because I be scared of the cops, right? Because you know every time the cops come, they make shit worse, and these ain't regular cops; they be DOT. Anyway, so long story short, he pulls over, gets the fucking fire extinguisher, puts the motherfucking trailer out. So the trailer then broke because the fucking equipment is heavier than what the fuck it should be on this trailer. Anyway, this nigga, and that's why I told you, like, the MacGyver of it all. I love when a man can work it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this nigga could work out any fucking thing. It don't matter what happened, they gonna fucking fix it. So anyway, the trailer then broke. And if you know anything about RGNs or trailers or anything else, when shit breaks, you're going to have to get the shit welded. And when you get the shit welded, you need a good welder. We ain't got no good welder. We're in the middle of the road, right? So guess what? In order to put the machine up, he got to in order to get the trailer back up, he got to take the machine off. So when he takes the machine off, the bitch drops to the side. And it's like lean like this. And it's linked like this in between a fucking little ass, them aluminum fucking things in a ditch that's down here. And I'm saying, nigga, this shit then got sticky. Mind you, thank God it wasn't my shit. I done took my truck and I done went parked in front of him and I done got out the truck and I done ran back because now we gonna try to help him fix this shit, right? The only time I came out east, I flew to New Jersey, got around from Staten Island, and went straight to AC. Had the time of my life. Can't wait to go back. Oh my God, I got an Atlantic City story that was great too. Like Atlantic City gives nostalgia too. Like that little ride along the way. See, it be shit like that that gives like the good fun. So y'all, the truck leaning, the trailer leaning, everything leaning, right? So now the fucking what's them people that come that is like the highway patrol people. It's not the cops, but it's the people that help you in case of a jam. So now this nigga's gonna came up because he's behind, and now we trying to figure out because if this machine drop, that's everybody's ass, not mine, because But either way, my trip still in the midst of this because we about to go to Cali, right? And I need everything to go right with this so I can have the time of my life. Yeah, I think that it's highway patrol. Yeah, highway patrol come up. So he come up and he come behind us. Because now not only is it traffic jam, but now bitch, you in the road too and you fucking up. So now I know DOT coming and I know this nigga is the Gary be in trouble because this nigga don't never do nothing right, okay? He be doing shit right, but never nothing legally right, okay? Anyway, so they trying to figure out now how to get railroad ties because the machine is now hanging off. But mind you, again, it's a dip down here, a ditch, and if this shit fall off, yeah, it's gonna be some shit shut down. Like everybody about to be shut down. Her company, this, then, so the bitch better be lucky I was there because literally I saved their ass. So they trying to get the shit off, and now the tires go like this and this and all types of other shit. And every time he's pulling it off, it's making it worse because he's the MacGyver. He got to be able to see how to get the truck off, the machine off because we need to get the machine all the way off. Y'all, if I tell y'all, when I tell you how he fixed this trailer, after he got the machine off, I'll jump some things. But after he got the machine off, the nigga took a fucking ratchet chain and ratcheted this shit up to hold it to the back of the part of the gooseneck that was up there to be able to make sure that it would be able to fit back on the thing. But we just said fuck it because we was probably about 30 something miles from BWI, right? Anyway, so but now the biggest part is getting the machine off because the machine can no longer be on the trailer because it's fucked. So we done already made the decision that the machine gotta be driven to BWI. So little do y'all know that this machine ain't supposed to be on no road. This is a machine that goes to the airport. High Roseville, not supposed to be on the middle, ain't nobody's highway. And thank God we wasn't that far away. So the decision was being made that, okay, we're going to park the machine. So they had the machine was parked after we got it off the machine. The thing, I'm going to tell y'all how we got it off. But we parked it on the side of the road, left it there until in the middle of the night when traffic when traffic was null and void. And then we drove the machine to BWR. But this is the tragedy in the midst of this, right? So we got it there, but let me let you know. So they now have to make the decision to say, Ty, you have to get into the machine and get the machine because we're gonna make sure that it comes off the line right. But mind you, they don't know if they're gonna make it come off the line right. But then I gotta get in it and drive it. But mind you, I just told y'all it's leaning on a fucking and whatever that little silver thing is, and I gotta get it down. They gotta get the railroad ties up underneath of it, right? Because ain't no jacking this bitch up. Like literally everything is being done. Just we out here winging it. Hey, Rick James. So literally they start getting the railroad ties. So I can't remember. This is the first time I ever drove this machine. I don't know how to drive this machine. This wheel go this way. This wheel, like everything moves differently. And it's whatever the thing is up here that you got to figure out how to do, whatever. I can't play with it too much because you got to remember where it's leaning at now. It's on the side. And the only other thing is the fucking down this hill, but I'm in the machine. So if I'm in the machine, ain't no jumping out, ain't no nothing. If the machine go down the hill, so do I. So I get in the machine and I'm literally trying to figure out which way goes which way, this, that, or third, while also actively, as I'm moving it forward, y'all, the bitch is sliding. more this way. And they ain't got the railroad ties because that's what, we trying to figure out how to get the wheel that's then fell off the trailer onto the railroad ties to be able to guide this bitch down. And every time I go forward to move it, it slides more like this. And then this hill right here. And this bitch is heavy. So you got to remember with weight, if anything shifts, once the weight shifts, and it's already done shifted this way. So now I gotta figure out how to make sure that the tires only go this way, like one way, and I ain't never drove this machine before. Anyway, long story short, I'm still here. I didn't die, so I got the shit down, the way it was supposed to. And he parked the machine down there. Thank God the police never fucking came. I got to go to the mall and spend a whole bag, and then got to go to Cali. But either way, long story short, we drove a fucking a tug pushback from one highway off of whatever that road is up there in Maryland to fucking BWI. And mind you, like I said, during the time, it's the things, like it's the stuff that happens, like the journey is. Now I was sweating balls and my butt cheeks was definitely clenched because whatever. But in the process, it's like what she just said. When you do certain things, we have to remember that the best things are in life are the things that go in between. Even when the shit don't go right. Like suppose you got to launch. You get ready to launch something for your business. And in the process, that everything ain't going right. But guess what? This is a part of the story. This is a part of the journey. This is a part of the things that we should be remembering. Like people don't take the time. They just be mad at whatever's happening. Enjoy the process. Enjoy what's happening. Just like I just told y'all about the water, right? Go get the water. It's giving you time to be prepared. Yes, some shit is fucked up around here. But guess what? It's some shit that's happening that's amazing right now. We're in the midst of. And when we come up out of this, because God always wins, we're going to have memories. Do y'all remember the time when they did that bullshit and they tried to da-da-da-da-da? And then God showed up and showed out. Like, I get it. I understand everything that's happening. I understand everything that's happening. I overstand everything that's happening. But do you really? Because are you enjoying the moment, the best things in life, the fact that you still wake up every day with a great feeling in your body because you know that God is on top of it. God's in the midst of it. Certain people don't realize you only doing whatever you're doing because God is allowing you to do it. I was laughing this morning, right? Because Majestic Grace, you already know, and that's 2 times, right? This nigga cracks me up. You know what he said? Let me see. I hope they ain't put no music in it, but this shit had me cracking up. Because this sometimes you have to just say what you said, right? I said what I said. This nigga said I said what I said. That was some real shit. This is the beginning of me and Sheila's downfall. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is the beginning of it right here. This is a moment that I dreaded. This is a moment I didn't want to happen. But it happens with everybody, bro. Like, it happens with everybody. They turn a bad bitch up. And you know what I'm saying? They make her to what she make. And then she be ready to move on. So she change. And then the mail come out about it. And then it go from there. But me, y'all got to understand this. That's not even my face. She right there. But y'all got to understand this for me. I'm a player from the Himalayas. Yo, that shit made me laugh so bad. I'm a player from the Himalayas. Martin Lawrence. See, I've been taught a whole different game. Period. See, I come from this. I'm only reaping what I sow. And I understand that. I'm dealing with a hole. And it's okay. And it's okay. I said what I said. I said what I said. I said what I said. Okay. I said what I said. I said what I said. Yo, if nothing else, guess what? Today I love finesse 2 times. You wanna know why? This nigga said when people be talking about pattern recognition, it's like I just told y'all the other day. These are things that is embedded in the system, into society. It do not fucking matter. He gave y'all the thing. When you turn up a bad bitch and they tired and they ready to change, guess what they do? He ain't wrong. You can hope it ain't gonna have never happen to you. That's why I be trying to tell niggas, like, my money be on these bitches sometimes. But my money on him right now. Cause I love sugar, this, that, and the third. But the fact of the matter is he said I already noticed the pattern. Like, you can't play with me. That nigga said I'm a player from the Himalayas. That's some old school shit. Martin Lawrence ass shit. That nigga said he's accountable. Like, yo, I love him for being accountable even in the process. He know that it was inevitable. You would like to hope that certain things ain't happening. And mind you, he can still stay with her ass. But the point of it is he said, bitch, I already see what I already saw. And I said what the fuck I said. And I was laughing because over here in the comments, right? Somebody said, Element, he went through that phone. That's what happened. I was cracking the fuck up because the fact that a person even said that, probably. What's going on, Night Crew? I just got here. That's not even the case because that's what she said. His feelings getting deep and he don't know how to control the period because you hate when you love a hoe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, we hate when we love a fucking nigga. A fucking dog ass nigga. But guess what? We still be loving his ass because, bitch, we gonna ride this thing till the wheels fall off and whatever happens, fucking happens. I'm gonna be accountable for knowing you could potentially take me through there. But I'm gonna be enjoying the process and going because the best things in life is when I'm laughing while you're doing it, nigga. Like, I see you. Stop playing with me. Anyway, he definitely went through that phone. That's what somebody said. I'm over here cracking up because the people that know be knowing. And we got patterns. LeBron James, hey. Who's that? He played himself with J. Prince Jr. You know what? Any nigga named Prince, I'll be questioning them because they always seem like they slime balls. And it's weird because they be slime balls. Like, I had a nigga named Prince try to push up on me one time and he gave like he thought he was Rico Suave. I don't like them type of niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why you trying to be? It's just something about it. It's like Grand Rising. Niggas like Prince say that. Grand Rising, such and such. And not that it's a bad thing, because, it's a Grand Rising. But, nigga, who's Prince, though? I don't know him. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, I ain't mad at nothing he said, because I told y'all, he get on my nerves, too. But the fact of the matter is the fact that he said it, the people he in contract with. Oh, when he said he in that 360 and he trying to get out of it, that's the dude. I don't know what he looked like though, but I did hear he said that they was saying that he was in a 360 or something. So I did hear that. Fun fact: the princes are the feds. Their name used to be Smith. Okay, period. Well, I have to see who the princes is because I don't know. Back to our affirmations, but y'all, the best things, like, it's things that are nostalgic and things that in the process could be potentially fucked up. But I remember back in the day when I was younger, not to glorify this or anything, but it happened in my life. So we used to go on smoke runs, right? And sometimes the smoke run is like, chiefing. And when we be chiefing, we just be on back roads riding and shit. It was before the feds found out and the cops found out that niggas be on the back roads. And so we was on the back roads, we'd be smoking, but we would be going through like neighborhoods and houses and shit. And it was just like, changing of the mindset. Like, damn, this is how people really, really live. Which is another thing because of the movie yesterday. It made me talk to God again because I'm so sick and tired of seeing people, and I'm sure there's people that have this, but I didn't have it, so that's why I said it. The lady said that the whatever their name is, or these people, they said this land is magical, and they said and it's been in the family since the 1800s. Mind you, it pissed me the fuck off because we know around the 1800s is when the motherfucking people came over here and started taking indigenous land and shit. And then it made me say to God, like, God, I would have wanted to see the earth as being on my own family's land and going into the now times. So not to say, like, envious or anything else, because it's not that. It is if them people never corrupted and we got to be able to live on our own lands and with our own family and everything else, and we enjoy our own magical land. Why is it that everything that looks like it's anything magical in it or anything that happens like that, it always is only happening to white people when meanwhile they fucking stole? And so that made me talk to God yesterday about shit like that, because I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. Like, there's no stories, and even when there are stories of the melanated folks of what was that something craft. What was that? Lovecraft country, right? Like the stuff that depicts my culture and the melanated people or things of that nature. When it's something that shows us that, oh, there's magic in the system and this, that, and the third, or oh, the land has been, in this family for this, that, and the third. Like, they don't want us to see shit like that. And I don't identify with the melanated cracker version of that. Like, regardless of the fact, and people can be people, but at the end of the day, I don't know what it's like to live as a white woman, and I don't ever want to find out. I like my melanated skin. I want to see magic through the eyes of the melanated culture and us being able to live on lands and properties and things of that nature untainted by whatever that is. And I ain't racist or anything like that. I'm just letting y'all know that I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of that narrative being pushed. At this point, like, God, why is it that we don't have that? And when it is shown, it lasts for 5 seconds. Some type of way they got to figure out how to take it. I would like to grow up in a system where I get to see more of, my culture and the magic that comes from the land and the people and this, that, and the third, and it being untainted. I want to see that. And so, like, as I'm watching it, I'm thinking, like, through the lens of and through the eyes of my culture. God, I need you to do something, because at this point, it is everybody talking. The best things in life, right? Everybody is online giving, their little spiel about, the beginning of time. And it's this culture and it's that. And we come from, this lineage and this, that, and the third, and da 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 da. And for all intents purposes, everybody is just guessing and saying that they know. But mind you, I can tell a lot of us don't know, because we're still looking at it through the eyes and the lens of the tainted and the corrupt of what they did. Will we ever know? But guess what? The journey is the journey, and we're excited. I'm excited for the journey because I just got here. I just told y'all that. But for all intents purposes, the journey is beautiful. But God, I need to see more of it. I need to see more of it through my lens. I need to see more of it in a version of, me. And I'm upset at the fact that people are allowed to claim land and lineage from fucking 1700s when I know it was mine. When I know it was our people. They just was able to come over here and claim 20, 40, 50, acres of land. And now it's passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation to generation. And they have a legacy and this, that, and third, but ours was taken and stolen. And it's not fair, because guess what? I would want to see, the land to be, it's 1700s and now into modern day. Like, I would have loved to have seen that. I would have loved to have that family lineage. I would love that, but guess what? I don't have that, because I got a stolen heritage. I got people, continuing to want to talk shit, and how is that fair? And you mean to tell me I gotta now pass away off of this earth, or go into, and I never had that? I want to be able to have every generation from the beginning of time into, whatever transpired. I want to have that. I want to have the memory. I want to have the knowledge. I want to have the information. I want to know. And then I was listening to this thing, and it was funny because it made sense. But mind you, it got music in it, so y'all probably gonna have to go listen to it for yourself. But there's something that was written down in the Moorish. I think that's what she said. So while I was searching for that old 1909 article about the Grand. This young lady right here. If a true designated heir or cosmic king chosen by heaven. All right, it has music in it, but it says that if a true designated king comes, for some reason, I swear there's a lady, but do with that information what you will. But anyway, so she's saying I don't know where she's reading from, but it's the true spark of the light. So if they came and they acknowledged that they are heir to, the kingdom, because we already know. I'm claiming it, y'all claiming it, we claiming it, right? So this is why the corruption is happening, because basically what she's saying is that once we got here and once we started claiming our rights, there was no. It's the more war. Well, see, I don't know. That's the thing, and that's what they want to say. That's the narrative that they want to paint, because of course it has to be black on black crime always, right? Or melanated on less melanated crime. I don't know. The fact of the matter is we don't know. And I want to know. I want to know the truth. I hear everybody going around saying whatever they saying, but the fact of the matter is I came out right in public and I said, if it belongs to me, it's mine. I want it. I don't care who said you can hold on to it. Everybody is claiming, their heritage, their rights. So what she was reading basically says that once you claimed it, it was always going to create some type of conflict until, how I tell y'all, the universe is going to adjust itself as many times as necessary and needed in order to get back into the proper timeline, get back into adjustment, is basically what she's saying. Everybody who showed up, it's just like, remember that king, Morris and Rudy Ward. Again, more information, because to what I keep finding out is this: it's blocks of time. So some people go to the 1800s. Some people's timeline starts at the 1600s. Some people's timeline starts at the 1300s. The fact of the matter is there's a whole section of time, billions and billions of years before they started documenting. Sumerian time. Sumerian documents is when they show that this is when they started writing this, that, and the third. So technically, and whatever Sumerian, so whatever time that is when they started documenting. So there's stuff that happened even previously before that. They don't know, because you also have to remember that whoever translated the Sumerian such and such and such and such could be translating it wrong. And it keeps leading me to the point that God is not confusion. God is not confusion. Everything that's happening is set up based off of confusion. So that means that, and I keep saying the same thing, like, God is a frequency. Little do people know. And you have to get to the right frequency. That's why I was saying, like, when I said something about Kevin Gates songs this morning, the fact that those two songs that I heard from him ping off the back of my spine. Like, literally, they do this thing, right? But we ain't got to the proper frequency, because I keep trying to tell y'all that God is a song. Mind you, then I keep hearing it. It's like how the Quran is in music form, and technically some stuff that I've seen before says that even the Bible, when they did that, should be a sound, not words. And if you get the sound, then it can't be corrupted. But because it was not a sound, it was able to be corrupted. Mind you, I know that God is a sound, because guess what? Why would they have taken the bells from the world? Those bells were here for a reason. Why did they take them down? Mind you, they probably never even knew how they worked. Because all they know is that in certain areas, like when hospitals and this, that, and the third, they had them, it would help people, heal. The fact of the matter is I don't think they ever played them all at one time, all throughout the world. You see what I'm saying? Then you got to remember, why was the pyramids gold at the top and this, then, and the third? Like, I don't think they ever knew how to tap into the frequency. All they're giving us educated guess. And then they started corrupting. So even now, we're farther away from the sound, because all the bells are not where they should be. They should be put where they should be put. They then tore down the buildings. And the further we get away from that timeline, the further we get away from God. Because God is a song. It's a sound. It's a frequency that we're not going to be able to mimic until we're able to mimic it. Because it's going to be somebody that didn't know. Somebody that God knows. You see what I'm saying? Not somebody that didn't know. It's somebody that God puts that sound, that frequency, that melody into the air. And because y'all, little do y'all know, and I know a lot of y'all know this, but frequency controls. How the hell, like nothing that they did, none of the technology that they have is new. They're trying to figure out how to mimic something that was already here. And that's what I keep trying to tell y'all. So everybody talking, and like I keep seeing these people come up. They got all these fucking people on their channel, and they keep saying the truth, the truth, the truth. The truth of the matter is you don't know shit. That's the truth. And the more we know, the less we know. That's the truth. These people are actively now saying, okay, well, we're the fallen angels. We're the this. We're the that. Well, clearly this got to be hell. Because ain't no fucking way. And mind you, if that's the case, then it also has to be heaven because ain't no fucking way. You see what I'm saying? Because how can we have so much beauty in the world and also so much disgusting in the world? And depending upon what you pay attention to, is the more of what you get. You have to watch what you are allowing actively into your system. So it's like when the frequency hit, that's why I had to tell the young man this morning, like the minute I heard it, and he know, because literally, like even his vibe on it is different. That frequency, high Uncle Jukebox, his Kevin Gates frequency, his movements, like he know. Those are the two. Like, and I'm sure he got more, but for some reason that tapped into the Kevin Gates that I would listen to all the time because I be knowing all his shits. What I don't know now is that shit that was just out. I don't know nothing about none of that. But these new songs, I'll definitely be knowing that because guess what? I can turn that shit up. I can almost guarantee you that I can turn that shit up in my house and that sound, whatever's in it, is going to vibrate through my whole entire body. So kudos to him for that. But at the end of the day, it's like nobody has mimicked the frequency yet. And why did they take them down? Like, ask yourselves, how come everything that's good that's on this earth, like even water? I just told y'all they get ready to take the water from you. And why do we actively just sit by and not say nothing? We all actively just sit by and act like we don't see it, or we not. Why do we not do nothing about it? Like all those data centers, everybody talking about, they not fireproof, burn the bitches down. Like I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying for everybody, because I ain't telling nobody to do nothing. But I'm just saying, why are y'all all actively online saying? Because I ain't seen a data center. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what a data center even looks like. But for everybody that's on here talking about them and they building da 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 da, it's y'all. They just told y'all they get ready to make them cars in 2027. They get ready to make y'all buy cars that basically are going to do this and the third. Have y'all not seen that? At least 4 junkyards that I have seen have just gone up in smoke. Do y'all think all this shit, like they tell y'all what's going to happen and then nobody does nothing? So the same thing when they saying, "Oh, the cars is getting ready to come," and so now they burning down junkyards. Well, guess what? If they burn down junkyards, burn down them new fucking car things. Like it's simple to me. Whatever they start doing, do the other part of it. If they burn down this, burn down that. Because bitch, ain't nobody gonna have nothing then. So they're forcing people to have to now go buy the new cars because the parts are not gonna exist. And why, like y'all think that car it's the same exact thing. It's done right in our face. There's not a coincidence under the sun that junkyards everywhere in different locations is burning the fuck down. That's intentional. It's not a coincidence that water is on the trading center. And mind you, they said it's been there since 2023 or 2024. Nobody's seen it, and now all of a sudden everybody's water's messed up. Like, and then everybody's gonna say, "Oh, what just happened really quick?" No, it didn't. They put it up there first, and that's when y'all should have known that the water was, getting ready to be foreign fuel. They're tainting people's wells. Mind you, nobody's free will gave them the authority to do that. Because I'm saying actively, you don't have the authority to do that. I'm not giving you my free will to do that. The same way I said, even in this system of voting this and the third, and the person can say this and the third, yeah, I voted until I don't anymore. Because I don't want to give them incurred or even implied yes or implied yes, whatever that is. I'm not doing it. I don't approve of your system. God, come and get them. Like, I want God to get them. Like, take the whole building and all the people, everybody that say they are for, the people that ain't for the people, and none of them have been for the people, blue or red. God, get them. And the same way, get them the same way they try and get the people. How about that? Or better. Like, you know what I'm saying? However, whatever they wish for us, let it be for them. Allow us to move freely away from them, because who the hell, like, I don't want to live in their system. Their system ain't right. And I don't feel like we should have to give up our rights to the earth because of the fact that they been fucked up. I don't see how that is a blessing, or how that should be the punishment for the masses of the people. But that's also where I'm saying everybody got to clean it the fuck up. Like, clean your area. That's the best way to start. Pick the trash up. Start being the example. And so I'm doing the things that I actively need to do. But I mean, the whole world, there's places in the whole world, like the beach and fucking, I just told you, where was that? The in the rainforest. I forgot where she said she was. But anyway, the beach is full of fucking clutter. Why ain't the people there picking that shit the fuck up? I get it. It's not your trash, but it is now. You inherited it. It came to you. And everybody in those places that I told you that was in Africa or wherever, and they building these people houses on one on top of the other, like apartment building, stacking this, that, and third. Why are y'all just throwing the trash on the ground? Clean it the fuck up. Whoever's in the leader, just like they said, the people in Brazil, in the favelas, or whatever the hell that place is. Like, why are y'all living in squalor? I get it that the people put y'all there, but y'all don't have to throw trash on the ground. Whoever the leader is of the location, y'all got people, y'all make sure people can't come in and out. So whoever the leader is of the movement, get y'all people together and tell them Thursday is fucking burn day. This is the place. Pick this shit the fuck up. Just because they got us living like this don't mean we gotta live like this. Let's clean it the fuck up. And that's everywhere. And so we asking God for something, but meanwhile, we out here, cluttering up the universe and everything else. Just like I told y'all about them people that live on that island. Them people went to that island and they was able to claim the island. They lived there and they're throwing fucking trash in the ocean. Why are y'all not having a fucking burn day? Burn the shit the fuck up. Why are y'all throwing fucking toilets and shit like that in the fucking ocean? That don't make sense. Clean it up. Don't allow nothing else. Recycle. Do something that's basically going to help the environment. Don't allow another fucking plastic nothing on that island. Don't allow, like, they ain't got no tires, because literally you can walk from one building right to the other. Ain't no cars on this location, nothing. So why are y'all living in the trash and all the shit when you can clean it the fuck up? Y'all can figure out how to do septic and this, that, and the third. I don't know. I don't know if you could do anything with human feces or this, that, and the third. Like, when they're building earth ships and they're showing you how to make everything sustainable, there's no reason why nobody should be having, not anything less. They show you how to use the fucking shit for the fucking food and everything else. It's like a whole continuous cycle on an earth ship. That's those houses that they got in Arizona, or in Las Vegas and all them other places. They show you how to use the shit to recycle and make everything flow to where you're building your food, and how the trees are doing this, and how like come the fuck on. We can figure it out. They're showing you how to grow the deserts back. Like, literally the deserts can grow back this way. Like, y'all, the leaders just are not wanting to do that. And this is how y'all have to realize, like, we don't need no more leaders that went to that ain't never had boots on the ground. If your ass ain't never went to the fucking hood, and we can pick whatever hood, the fuck the hood. You ain't never went to war, bitch, you're not allowed to do nothing. If there was an active war and your bitch ass didn't go, you're not allowed to be the leader. If you create a war and you don't want to go, you can't be the leader. Okay? Because let me tell you, if I get some people together right now, we decided this, that, and the third, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna let y'all know that I'm gonna do this. Like, I ain't gonna say, oh, we should do this and then hide behind it. Bitch, no. That's what you gotta do. So if you ain't trying to go nowhere, you're not trying to get your hands dirty, you just can't go to the best schools in the United States and then say, oh, I want to be the president. That's the first fucking mistake. We gotta stop that from happening. Cause ain't none of these niggas doing nothing that make any sense other than, oh, we get to go to the elite schools and da 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 da. Nigga ain't never been to the hood. And I don't mean like, you know what I'm saying, oh, we just cruising through. No, nigga. Like, go live there for 32 days. These are the requirements. You got to live in a place for 32 days. You got to go talk to Ray in now. You got to go and be able to clean up some shit in the hood. Like, literally, whatever the worst hood they name in America at that given time or anywhere else in the world, nigga, you got to go live. You got to go live there with them. You don't just get to get your ass in the biggest, cushiest mansions and this, that, and the third, and then fucking tell people what to do. Bitch, that's not helping. You gotta go literally and walk through Atlanta right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Go drive down there and see the nigga that's pushing a wheelchair across the fucking highway. Go take your ass and live in a tent underneath the highway for a couple days. Like, that's the shit. Before you get to ascend in National Guard. Yeah, and hello? It's like the ladies out here, oh, we condone da-da-da-da. Then when they found out they were signed up, all of a sudden they don't condone nothing no more. Bitch, if you're not willing to go fight for it, then it shouldn't be a war for it. Cause what are you talking about? If you not willing to go fight for it, then it shouldn't be nothing, no conversation. Cause niggas that want to go to war, even in the fucking hood, if a nigga declare war on a bitch, guess what he gonna do? Bitch, when I see you, it's on sight. So we gotta stop, making it so just because a person got money or just because a person went to a certain school, all of a sudden they know what to do because they don't know what to fucking do. If they knew what to fucking do, they would be doing it and not doing what the hell they doing. So many houses wouldn't be vacant and we wouldn't be having so much fucking homelessness. Cause bitch, the housing market is fucking oversaturated. It's houses everywhere that is just basically going to dust. Why y'all not putting nobody in it? Y'all can put 1,000 people in houses, and like it's a lot of houses, enough houses to where even in Japan they said the same exact thing. There's so many houses in Japan that they're just basically giving them away for $1. There's a lot of things that they're not telling us in the process, but guess what? It's because they overly are doing something. But mind you, all the best things in life are what? God given. But either way, all they gonna do is GMO it and sell it back to us. So go get your water. Anyway, that's the message. Hopefully it helped. Thank you guys for being here. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and go with God. Always go with God. If you wish to donate towards my channel, super stickers, superstars, super chats are definitely welcome. The link to my GoFundMe is in the bio and also my Cash App. So I appreciate y'all. And just remember, y'all, all the best things in life is enjoy the journey. Those are the best parts of it, even if it's hard. When you get to the good part, you're gonna realize why you went through that. Papa Daddy, thank you for being here, y'all, and thank y'all because I literally ain't nobody popped across my screen. I've been having to watch y'all from over here, so I don't know what that was about either. But I need to go take some algae medicine. It looked like it's about to be a nice sunny day, and y'all, it's spring, summer break here. Are y'all kids on summer break everywhere? Because our kids are on summer break here. I'm in Georgia, so summer break is now. And my allergies ain't getting no better, like, for real. Y'all kids on summer break where y'all are? It's okay. You be in flow. I'll be trying. Yes, it started when I told you my daughter was here last week. Yeah, the Georgia's is on summer break too. I don't think like up north. I think they still I believe it's their last week here, and that's what I was thinking because it almost made me feel like, look, I don't even go to school, but for some reason it made me feel like, okay, well, we on summer break too. So you know what I'm saying. But that's why I was like, let me get my ass up and go do what I need to do, and you know, and mind you, that might be another reason why I got a feeling like I just want to get in my car and go. So that's been the other thing. So I'm trying to actively. I got everything cleaned up because I might just, you know, y'all might see me in the vehicle because I done started packing my car up, cleaning my car out, and making sure I got the necessities in here. Break is in West Virginia, okay? Because I might just go and be outside. I want to go to Arizona. That's what, yeah, Arizona. Arizona. I want to see some of the Earth ships in person. And then I was looking at some of the stuff like Puerto Rico, Hawaii, things of that nature. Like, I don't know. I feel like in my older age, as I'm, growing and learning, I want to go to somewhere where, because my son keep talking about moving to Puerto Rico. He think we should buy land in Puerto Rico and move there because Puerto Rico apparently is cheap. So I don't know. I'll be thinking, eventually I'm just gonna be like a nomad anyway, and just be in my ride and start visiting and talking to people out on the streets and this, that, and the third. Because I don't know what to really do, and we just have to leave it up to God. But in my mind, it's beautiful there for sure. What, in Puerto Rico? I'm gonna have to get up on my Spanish though. But he been saying it for a while. My son been saying that for years, like at least the past 5 years. He been wanting to move to Puerto Rico, and so I mean, eventually I feel like, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. And so I'm just waiting for whatever this chapter is because, you know, whatever's going on is going on. There's a lot of people. I'm seeing so many celebrities on TikTok. Apparently money is definitely being scarce from, a lot of things. And so I just have to wait on God. But as I'm seeing celebrities, go through whatever they're going through, then I have to be more accepting and okay with whatever's happening with me. So we'll see. If God want me to be here, then I'll be here. If God want me to be to the wind, then I'll be to the wind. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna be happening, and I'm gonna just be okay with it. But literally, I'm seeing. Yesterday it was. Remember we talked about Shar Jackson? I think that's what her name was. That child celebrity. But y'all, it's so many celebrities on TikTok, and I mean, they there for money because technically they be there all day. And I don't know how TikTok is because everybody's saying that it's a. I think TikTok is definitely one of the energy harvesting phases because ain't no way you can sit on TikTok all day long and just you're talking to people. Like even when I'm on Twitch, I barely be talking to people. I could be on Twitch and that's running. It's been running. I can be on Twitch and just be there. And when I catch people, I catch people. If you sit on TikTok and don't say nothing, they be trying to turn your stream off for unintentional contact with people, whatever. So you got to be actively entertaining and talking to them all day. Then no, never mind that we're trying to block the stream. Like lately, they've been trying to get me to be back on, but I can't just be over there talking to nobody and this, that, and the third, and people just coming in and out, and then you got to worry about because their thing is that hard. Yes, because literally, listen, Tamar Braxton. It's like so many celebrities that you would think that they have different ways of being able to make money rather being on TikTok. They're on TikTok actively all day long, having to entertain, having to talk. Like again, I can be streaming right here, and I can be just sitting here doing whatever I'm doing. But over there, you gotta be talking, and you gotta be this, you gotta be engaging, you gotta be all of this shit, or they'll want to turn your stream off. It's some people on there that be on there all fucking day long. Like even the vegetable people, I be seeing them, but they be out in the garden. So I love their content because they be in the garden, but they be up in late, early in the morning, late at night. And I don't know how much they paying because literally, like I said, I've been seeing people saying that they take in half of their whatever the gifts and shit like that. And everybody's saying it was better before the Americans owned it. Everybody's saying that. But I don't know. And like even on my Facebook is telling me to do more like posts and this, that, and the third, so I can do that. But because they're trying to get me to my channel over there to be monetized too. But I don't know why. Like right now, my channel is I'm at the 5,000 people, but I'm at 6,700 somewhere around there. And I think you got to get to 10,000 before I can get monetized over on Facebook. So if you're not on my Facebook yet, y'all go follow me on my Facebook. You gotta because right now they won't let me be friends with nobody else because you can only be friends with 5,000 people. Everybody else has to follow you into the tune of I guess when you get 10,000. So they're telling me that I gotta do more posts and this, that, and the third, but I'm trying to figure it out. I noticed that stuff is doing a little bit better, but you know we're in whatever moment that we're in life, and so when, like I said, I'm seeing celebrities basically saying they having issues, and maybe it's because of where they live or how much they doing whatever they doing over there. But I don't know. I'm not pocket watching nobody or anything else. All I'm noticing is that when they're sitting on there all day long, that means that economically it's even hitting people that you wouldn't think that it would be hitting. And so the journey is the journey, and this is the process. Like I said, the best things in life. Sometimes we be holding on to stuff, and God want us to let go and move on to something different. We just have to be okay with it, and we get comfortable, and we want to be comfortable in our own space. But who knows? Like also actively, I want to have land. Like I literally want to be able to find some land and just do like RVing and things of that nature. I want to do that type of stuff too, and who knows whether or not it's in the cards or it's not. We just have to wait and see what the next thing is. So okay, I'm gonna follow over there. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, because my Facebook, like right now, I just need everybody to follow me because I got to get to 10,000, and then hopefully that does something and that opens up my Facebook. But I don't know yet because I ain't got to that point. I am at the I got too many friends. You can only be friends with so many people, 5,000 people, but either way, I'm enjoying the journey and it's gonna be what's gonna be. So outside is where we gonna be at, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with my pool because literally I need a pool person that wants just the content. Somebody that can fix my pool and they do like how the people be doing grass and there's a guy that's doing fences and instead of that he goes and tear people fence down and build them a new fence. If they live close to me, he can build me a fence too, so he can do that. But I want somebody that does pools that ain't going to like charge, that just does it for content. And if y'all see any of them people, request me. Let me know because I want somebody to do that because I want my pool back filled up. And mind you, just because it's like dangerous the way that it is, then it just looks dirty. So I'm gonna try to clean it out again. But for the most part, I need to be able to find vinyl. If anybody knows anything about vinyl, where I can find like vinyl, because what they will want me to do is to buy a whole liner. I don't want to buy a whole liner. I just want to rip the bottom out and recoat the bottom, put the bottom liner back in in strips because that's what it looks like any fucking way. So if anybody knows anything about pools and that, because like I said before, I paid $6,000 and a person basically fucked my whole shit up and didn't come back to fix the stuff that they had and they didn't lay it properly because it had wrinkles in the bottom and all this other extra shit. And so yeah, as of now, I ain't got no $6,000 to pay for that, and I got other shit that I need to be having money for. But if y'all know anything or anybody that knows anything about pools, that would be my next thing because the yard is definitely looking pretty nice. My garden is looking pretty nice. Stuff just growing up out of nowhere. That's another thing. So I'm loving that version because of the rain. Remember, I told you we wasn't having rain for a long time. And so now we're having the rain, and now the stuff is just growing up out of nowhere, like all over the place. And so I'm thankful for that. And mind you, I got stuff now that I never had before. And also I put which I should have thought of this before. I don't know why I didn't think about this the whole entire time I've been living here. I put pumpkins on a hill, so I don't know what that's gonna do. Hopefully it starts growing pumpkins. I should have put watermelon up there too. I should have put the watermelon, pumpkins, and the cucumbers all up on that hill. and let it just grow, because I think that type of stuff just grows all on its own back. So we'll see what happens. But if it grows good, then I'll make sure that that's what I do. Everything else, we'll see eventually. But as of now, I'm just trying to do what I need to do. That's going to be my part in the system, and call it a day. And how many of y'all are growing y'all food and all that stuff right now? Y'all, my brother even started growing. I was rather proud of him. He got stuff growing. Oh, y'all, I got some prophylactics too. So I got some ultra thin, Bearfield lubricated for contraceptive STI. What happened to STD protection? I don't get it. Is STI and STD the same? I don't know if y'all ever use this. Anybody ever use these types? I don't know how. I'm gonna just promote them, and I'm gonna just be honest, because I ain't used them. But water-based lubricant. It says bare filling though, super thin. Natural rubber latex male condom. I got 2 packs of them. It's 12 in each pack. Do with that information what y'all will. I'm still single, celibate, and sober, but apparently I must be getting close to the time, because I'm starting to get stuff like this. They said be safe, then sorry. So I'll be advertising that today. um Again, I didn't use it, so I probably should open one of them up. Let me just see. Yeah, but I got a question, because whatever happened to STD protection? I don't know anybody personally, but my bestie is looking for pool restoration, so I'll let her know since she already looking. Yeah, definitely. Because all I need is the liner part, like put in, because I'm gonna empty it again. I just followed on Facebook. Thank you. STI is different. That's what I'm saying. So what? You can get an STD with this, or you can't? This say STI protection. We gotta go over detox together, y'all. Worms, parasites, and all. Period. Paragard is definitely good for that. That's the one I use. And also clove, like, because I make clove water, and so I left some clove water in a bottle for. That's what I was drinking in that tea thing too. So when I was getting that tea the last time, the brown water, not the one that I showed you for liver detox, because I'm doing liver detox now, but for because y'all, something ain't right with the food. Like, y'all already know that, but I'm starting to see like shit bendy. I seen a bendy watermelon and a bendy avocado. Like, what the hell is that? I seen a lady with an orange that was kind of squishy. Like, y'all, we gonna have to do something about this, because ain't no way all of us are actively seeing this. All of us are saying no, but mind you, they don't give a fuck and they're still doing it. Something's not right. I ain't never seen a watermelon bend. And how the fuck do you make a rubber watermelon? That don't make sense. So something's not right. So you just gotta watch what the hell you getting out here, and if it don't look good, don't smell good, don't eat it, don't touch it. But mind you, it's crazy, because do y'all know that the strawberries, they were putting fucking some type of chemical on, and that's why people started saying that the animals weren't eating. That's that GMO shit. People started saying that the animals are not eating the bread, they're not eating the fruits and stuff that they're putting out. So they was trying to test it with the ants and all that other shit. They're not even touching it. So I don't know, y'all. This is not right. But ain't no way we all sitting up here actively seeing it, and we all just allowing it to be happening. So something's not right even with that. Like, what type of spell are they casting over the people for us to just be sitting here acting like it's nothing? That's also a weird thing, that people are not saying nothing. Why are we doing that? Because to me, that's weird. There's so many people in the world that sees that this shit is wrong, but for some reason, none of us, we ain't decided that we need to get together to create the coalition that's going to fucking put this shit to a stop. Like, what the fuck is that? I'm confused. See something bad. No. If they won't eat it, why should we? Right? Yes. And mind you, come to find out, the strawberries after they were that when they washed them in a solution of fucking what is that solution they said? I forgot. Like y'all can go look it up, but literally the chemical that's on them that they put on them and then put them in a container and then give them to us. Like what the like this shit can't be real. Ain't no way this shit is real. Cause that's crazy. Like who thought of that? Like y'all didn't think to just wash them with regular water. Like that it was too much for y'all to do that. And then just ship them and put them right in a container and give them to and people giving them to their kids. I mean, it's bad enough we eating them, but we also feeding the shit to the kids. That is not right. Why is everything taking so long up here? You know, I don't know what's happening up here on my little page and whatnot, but something ain't right. I don't know. I'm just over whatever this is, and that's why I'm saying, like, God, please get these people, because all I want to do is just enjoy life, like, for real, for real. I want to be able to do some fun shit, like, you know what I'm saying? It don't even have to be much. To me, fun is just, hanging out with the people that I fucking like. Like, that, they making it hard for that. Out this bitch trying to get people diseases and whatnot. Like, come the fuck on. You mean to tell me this is what we got to deal with? Like, come on. And ain't nobody saying nothing. Like, nothing is actively happening in the midst of. And so I don't know. I'm just over this whole entire shit. But I really want to just see the world for what it is, not this shit. Can we get that? But no. But in the midst of this, I'm just going to do my part and keep coming and keep showing up and keep giving hope and light and great conversation and prayerfully. Clean up my section, be the version that I'm saying I want to be, and go from there. At this point, I don't know what to tell nobody. I feel like we've been knowing that this whole system has been messed up from the beginning because why did nobody think that people who are trying to run a country should know what people who live less than that is? Like these are things to me that should have already been like a common staple. Nobody should have been allowed to run the government or anything else that don't know, that's never been to places that are less desirable. Because I don't see how we thought that anybody that goes to these types of schools or anybody that basically grows up this way, how did we ever think that they was going to be able to be over anybody? We should have never thought that. And for the world to think that is kind of foolish to me because where the fuck did y'all ever, how? If you never been in anybody else's shoes, you can't tell nobody nothing. There's no way. There's no way you could have ever thought that. So the entire way that this system was set up, somebody should have seen the flaws in it from the beginning. How you gonna tell an impoverished person something if you've never been in fucking impoverished? That don't make sense. So maybe it's just the trick of whatever that I don't know. All I know is the shit ain't right, and it has to be fixed because ain't no fucking way. You can't put nobody in leadership that ain't willing to put their own self at risk for it. It's not making sense. But for some reason, every day we wake up, this is the narrative. Niggas out here doing shit, trying to tell people stuff, and ain't never done it for them fucking selves. Where the hell is my thing at? I don't know what is happening right now. Where is it at? That's crazy. Huh. No. I don't know what that is. It looked like my whole screen popped to the side and this was like not there. I gotta take y'all outside also to show y'all the back and the even then look at Barack really compromise the people who know for themselves. Yeah, well I don't think has Barack ever grew up in the hood too. Like literally I need a hood nigga to be president. Or you know what I mean? I'll do it. Like I said, let me do it. Because at this point, I feel like I would do it better than them. Shit. I would trust one of y'all to be president before I trust they ass to be fucking president again. So at this point, just let me do it. Because I'm fucking sick and tired of they asses. I mean, what worse can you do? We already they literally bankrupt the motherfucking country. So at this point, ain't none of y'all gonna do no worse. Ain't none of us gonna do no fucking worse. Cause I mean, it's already at ground zero. He said he did. You right. Where he grew up at? Where he was in the hood at? Because that's what I need to know. Like what set did he represent? Let me know, cause he almost had it, but no, because literally he let these niggas go unscathed. And if he was sitting there and he knew about these documents and these niggas ain't already arrested, I don't trust his ass either. I don't trust nobody that sat in that seat literally and know that any of these documents ever existed. So the only way I would trust him is if I ever found out that he did not know that these documents existed. But fucking Hollywood knew the documents existed. So how the fuck did he not? Because at this moment, that's when he should have been making his move. He should have released every fucking thing, like literally. He could have got his ass all the way up if he had to just start releasing all these fucking documents. Like this how I'm gonna get, all y'all. Like I would have been releasing documents and tapes and everything all over the place because you got me fucked up. This what y'all people been doing out this bitch. Hell to the no. So ain't no way. Y'all would have been in the know. This what they been doing, y'all. This is what the government been hiding because y'all ain't no fucking way. And now they come out full disclosure of what? I feel like y'all full disclosure is still full of fucking lies. Because why it just ain't released? The aliens, you see the thing that they put up on the screen the other day? Literally, it was they said the aliens have already been here. They live among us. No president has done it. Like he did a whole little spiel and like you know what I'm saying. I'm the one that's giving y'all full disclosure. Well, I ain't seen them the fuck yet. So technically, at this point, the only aliens I know is us. We the fucking aliens because at this point, this shit can't be real. Cause ain't no fucking way. Y'all telling us that these people should be locked up. Like, and then I told y'all, did I or did I not tell y'all that fucking racism was a mental illness? I told y'all. And then guess what happened? I told y'all every time I tell y'all something, then later on, guess what I find out? Majestic Grace, I sent them to them. Then all of a sudden, now there's a study out saying, guess what mental health is? I mean, guess what fucking racism is? A mental disorder. It does the same thing in your brain that this does. Like literally, this shit is crazy. Right, y'all, in the back still covering and redacting. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no fucking covering and redacting. Just let that shit fucking go. But it makes sense. Like, to me, this is what I'm getting at. That's what I'm telling y'all. I would know how to do it because ain't no way you couldn't tell me that that wasn't a mental disorder. Just like fucking these doctors and shit like this. Like, they'll say, in the name of science, this person did da da da. No, nigga, you're a killer and a murderer. You'll say that a person is a obsessive disorder at that. See what I'm saying? Because I sent it to her. And Mike, I sent it to Mike. The article is absolutely saying that. So why didn't nobody know? Why I gotta be the one guessing, and then all of a sudden now I know that they fucking now there's a whole article out about it. Cause I didn't know nothing about it. It just makes sense to me. It's like they name something like they'll call somebody else a massive murderer, right? You're a mass murderer. You're a serial killer. But they don't name these doctors serial killers. They'll say for science, this person did da 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 da, and then they name it and they acting like they're a hero. No, nigga, you're a murderer. This person did this, that, and the third with the brain, da 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 da. And the reason why, no, because the person is this. Like, this is why I keep telling y'all I don't like them people that have oh, I am a what do they call themselves? I am a expert in this, that, and the third. Well, your expert ass should have already figured it out. I ain't got nary license in it. I ain't out here diagnosing nobody, this, that, and the third. But I can clearly see these fucking people are mentally ill. But you would say that it's me. But meanwhile, I ain't did nothing to harm nobody. All I did was go mind my own fucking business, and y'all thought that was a disorder. But you didn't see these people out here actively always picking. And mind you, we've been letting mental ill people run the government this whole entire time. Now, how the fuck? Ain't that go figure? Ain't that the thing that we always figure out? They point fingers, but meanwhile, it be them the whole entire time. Like, literally everybody saying they recognize a pattern, so the pattern recognition should be these niggas do shit and then they try to point fingers at everybody else. Ain't nobody recognized that pattern yet. This is the shit that they do. It's normal to them. Something is wrong with that. So at this point, next time, just put my name on the ballot, okay? So everybody listening, put my name on the ballot and let me do it. Because I promise you, I'll clear this shit up quickly. Okay? You the problem, you the problem, you the problem. Y'all go over here. Everybody else that want to live like y'all got good sense, put my name on the ballot. Because I promise you, we'll get this shit cleaned up in a matter of fucking months. Okay? Because I can see who's it. The whole fucking government, bitch, y'all getting rid of the wrong fucking people at this point, because I don't get it. It don't make sense. And I promise you, we won't be hiring no fucking pedophiles and this, that, and the third. We ain't gonna be hiring no corrupt ass niggas, because guess what? I'm gonna go hire them niggas that they be trying to say in the hood is criminals, but meanwhile, they the ones out here protecting the community. Mind you, they out here calling these niggas the drug dealers. Well, who technically sent the drugs? They ain't got a pharmacy. They ain't got no processing plant. The drug dealers is the niggas that sent the shit over here. But y'all want to go lock up the niggas that basically was selling it on the street. Guess what? If you gave them a better job, they wouldn't be doing that one. But now we need to really go lock up the real drug dealers and shit like that. The niggas with the fucking processing plant. The fucking big pharma. Those niggas is the drug dealers. The niggas in the hood, they only got it from this, that, and the third, and they just thought they could, have to do whatever they need to do. Y'all locking up the wrong fucking people. And I don't understand. How you lock up a nigga that ain't got no jet, no nothing, to get nothing nowhere? Why y'all not locking up them niggas that got that literally masterminded this shit all the way at the top? Why y'all not locking them up? But y'all want to go lock up a foot soldier, a nigga that basically did da da da. Nigga ain't had no other way around it. Y'all try to put y'all foot on their neck and every way around it, like every way that it showed up. Like, oh, the nigga can't go take care of his family this way. let me figure out how to put this in the hood. Bitch, lock all them people up. But yet, y'all try to figure out the way to lock up the less man, the lesser person in the fucking vicinity, in the program. Lock the nigga up that basically masterminded this shit. Not the niggas that's over here in the chemical processing plant. Y'all locking them up. They just needed a job. What y'all expected them to do? Who owns the company? Lock their ass up. Don't lock up what's his name? Who do I trust? Me. Don't lock his ass up. He was just trying to figure out a way. I am cracking up. Like y'all think I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. This be the thing. It's like the shit that the people that they lock up ain't the ones they should lock up. It's like everybody that's in prison right now. Why are they locked the fuck up when y'all got these people running the government? It don't make sense. We're locking up the wrong folks. Majestic Grace for real. Like I'm joking, but I'm not joking. Like we gotta make it make sense. We lock up the lesser person when the bigger person is running the government. Sitting in a big ass cushy ass office. Allowed the right checks, like spending fucking what that man spend $1.6 billion or $1 million on fucking seafood. Why did we not lock him the fuck up? Why did we not lock the nigga up that basically said allowed that to happen? A bitch spent fucking $1 billion on advertisement. Why we ain't lock her the fuck up? Meanwhile, niggas is out here trying to figure out how to fucking pay any bill, that exists. Niggas is out here getting fired. But we got bitches in government spending $1 billion on advertisements. Like, ain't nobody seeing the problem here? Do you know what we could do with $1 billion? If they give me $1 billion, I can almost figure out how to do a couple of things with a person. Look at this shit. Let me see if did I save this thing? It's the thing that says, now how would y'all do this? Let me see. If y'all could get this, let me see. Did I save it? It's a cartoon. Please tell me I saved it. The cartoon says you get $1 trillion. A person shows up, you got $1 trillion and you got 7 days to spend it. Tell me how you gonna spend it. Mind you, do you know how much shit you can do? It's a nigga that's a trillionaire online talking about using the American people's money to fucking fund some bullshit that we don't even want to fund. Why he ain't take his $1 trillion with his bitch ass and do it? That's the part I don't understand. These people keep coming up with all these elaborate shit for the American people to do. Mind you, they got more money than the American people. What the fuck are you talking about, you stupid ass? But yet you figuring out a way to fucking deal with other people's money. Like, come the fuck on. That's stupid. And the fact that they keep saying it shows that they're the problem. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. This nigga said this video showed like, look. In one sentence. Spend it all within 7 days or lose everything. Turns out the end of day 5, $200 billion spent. End of day 5, $200 billion. Okay. Monday morning. Bank transfer confirmation. No sender, no explanation. Just a number with 12 zeros in one sentence. Spend it all within 7 days or lose everything. You read it twice. You open the app. The number is real. $1 trillion sitting in an account registered to your name, earning $136 million in interest for every day you don't move it. The rules: no donations, no gifts, no. Did you hear how much money it gains by you not moving it? And even the fact that you start spending the shit, it's still making money. Financial instruments, legal ownership of actual goods, assets, services. Every dollar leaves in exchange for something you now own. By 8 a.m., a man in a suit is at your door. Account liaison, briefcase. He'll be there every morning. You'll stop noticing him by day 3. First instinct, property. Always property.
A $300 million ranch in Aspen, a waterfront compound in Palm Beach, a villa on the French Riviera that hasn't changed hands since it belonged to a Belgian king. You call the agents. Everyone answers on the first ring. That's the first thing you notice about having $1 trillion, not the number, the ring count. By noon, you've signed on 80 properties across 12 countries. By the time you finish the last contract, you can't remember what the first 3 looked like. The desensitization takes about 6 hours. Luxury goods. Patek Philippe's private sales team. Audemar's Piguet, a Christie's specialist who moves pieces that never reach public auction. By midday Tuesday, you own more Patek Philippe complications than Patek Philippe's own museum. The watches are in a vault. You haven't asked which vault. You own every Bugatti La Voiture Noire in existence. One car, $18 million, done in 11 minutes. Every Koenigsegg Jesko Absolute currently available. You are buying entire annual production runs. By the end of the day, you own more rare hypercars than any private collector.
And that's the funny part, because guess what? It still wouldn't be enough. Like, he gonna tell you about, you gonna buy an island and everybody on it. Like, literally, yo, this is how you can tell the amount of greed that is going on, because you heard some of these people have $1 trillion. This is how you can tell the amount of greed that's happening. These people can change the world, and they don't. This is one person.
In recorded history. Jewelry, rare wine, whiskey. Entire categories you didn't know existed 8 hours earlier. Private jets. Every top-tier G700 and Global 7500 available globally, gone. Brokers in Fort Lauderdale, Geneva, Singapore, Dubai working simultaneously. By mid-morning, you own more private jets than the 3 largest charter companies combined. You know that fact. You move on. 43 super yachts. Monaco, Miami, the Maldives. 3 Mediterranean ports your assistant reads from a list. Combined crew requirement, roughly 4,000 people. You have become a maritime employer. That problem is for next week. End of day 2, $25 billion spent. $975 billion remaining. Interest accrued while you were buying. 200.
Like, I don't think y'all realize how much money this is. And mind you, you hear people just talking about, like, they're getting ready to, they already broke this number. This is the level of greed that we're dealing with through a certain amount of people. Like, you can hire, like, y'all gotta hear this shit. Like, I don't think y'all are realizing in your brain the amount of money that this is and how, like, they could change the world, but they choose not to.
$72 million. 2 full days, less than 3% of the money moved. You stop buying things people want. You start buying things the world runs on. Farmland, Iowa, Nebraska, Kansas. Institutional grade holdings that trade like financial assets, so cash transactions close fast. By early afternoon, you're the effective owner of farmland the size of a small European nation. Water rights follow California, Arizona, Colorado. Agricultural operations across 3 states now depend on whoever manages your estate. Your assistant reads that sentence aloud. You don't respond. Gold. You tell the commodities desk you want $50 billion in physical bars. The desk goes quiet. Then that's roughly 15% of annual global production. You tell them to proceed. The price moves 8% while your orders execute. Every person on Earth who already owned gold got slightly wealthier because you decided to buy that afternoon. Art. Private viewing, not an auction.
Y'all hear that? Your money is helping other rich niggas make money. Because you bought.
47 major works, no visible price tags until you ask. You buy 26 of them, not because the others are inferior, but because your advisor says these 26 have the fastest transfer times. You're not collecting, you're clearing inventory. Then all 800 private islands listed globally. You sign for an unnamed 42-acre rock off Norway.
And mind you, that was going to be my first thought, because I just want a private island. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like the private island, private jets, this, and the third. I was thinking private island from the beginning. That still wouldn't even fucking crinkle the money.
No fresh water, accessible only by boat. With the same signature and the same speed as a Fijian island with its own airstrip. The price difference is $40 million. The signature is the same. An assistant runs the numbers on island management. Combined, you now require roughly 6,000 staff to maintain the properties, crew the yachts, and keep the lights on. You don't have 6,000 staff. You don't have any staff. That is a problem that costs money to solve, which technically helps. You tell someone to start hiring. End of day 4, $120 billion spent, $880 billion left. The gap is not closing. Someone on your team says it. You could end world hunger. You can't donate, but you can buy.
They could end world hunger. And niggas are sitting on $1 trillion. Mind you, they calculating everything that's here, how much you done spent, and do you hear how much money is still available? Even after everything that was already purchased? Y'all are not thinking of how greedy these people fucking are. Like, this shit is crazy.
For grain traders, ADM, Bunge, Cargill, Louis Dreyfus move roughly 90% of everything the world eats. Wheat, corn, Soy. You make cash offers for all four simultaneously. Your team contacts every major fertilizer producer and every company holding significant seed patents. Within 48 hours, you are, on paper, the sole landlord of the global calorie. Then you try to move the food. You own the grain. You don't own the trucks, the roads, or the ports. Monday morning. Bank transfer confirmation. No sender, no explanation. Just a number with 12 zeros in one sentence.
So, mind you, you're not even finished. That's only day one. No, that was day.
Monday morning. Bank transfer confirmation. No sender, no explanation. An assistant runs the numbers on Island Managed Fertilizer Producer, and every company significant seed patents. Within 48 hours, you are, on paper, the sole landlord of the global.
Alright, chill, little Bill. That was part one. Let me see if I can find you part two.
You try to route supply into regions with active food insecurity and hit a wall. The largest ports can't absorb the volume. Shipping coordinators talk about backlogs measured in months. State-owned ports go under national security review the moment your name appears on a filing. You try to buy those too. Same answer, different country. World hunger isn't a shortage of food. It was never a shortage of food. It's a shortage of functional roads, stable governments, and supply chains not being disrupted by conflict. None of that has a price tag. None of it closes in 7 days. You didn't end hunger. You made grain more expensive for a week. The food is sitting in silos. The problem was never the food. End of day 5, $200 billion spent, $800 billion left. You try to buy a country. Argentina is carrying roughly $400 billion in national debt.
That's you right there, Majestic Grace. You said you're going to call Ibrahim. But mind you, why Argentina keep being the place? And mind you, that's the place that they just ran to. See what I'm saying?
IMF obligations, restructured bonds, renegotiated so many times the paperwork fills rooms. You put a cash offer on the table, full debt clearance in exchange for special economic zone authority over the port of Buenos Aires. The government signals it wants the deal. Of course it does. The IMF calls within 4 hours. The U.S. State Department calls within 6. Not to negotiate. To make clear this isn't happening. Money can buy a government's attention. It cannot buy sovereignty because sovereignty isn't something governments control alone. Other nations get a vote. Those nations will not allow a private individual to hold port authority over a major South American trade hub. You try 3 smaller nations. The wall is the same each time, just different accents on the other end. Every offer gets blocked before the paperwork reaches anyone with a pen. The interest kept running during those calls. Another $136 million, right on schedule.
You getting money while you trying to spend the money.
$790 billion remaining. $790 billion left. The countries are blocked. You stop trying to own things that require diplomats. Public companies don't need a government's approval, they just need a buyer. Your team begins executing block trades across the S&P 500. Not one company, all of them. The strategy is mechanical. Start with the largest by market cap. Work down. Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. You aren't doing hostile takeovers through the normal process. You're buying enough shares in a single session to force a majority position before anyone can convene a board meeting. Securities law requires a 20 business day window for a formal tender offer. You don't have 20 days, you have hours. So you don't file, you just buy. The first $50 billion moves cleanly. The market absorbs it the way a river absorbs a stone. A ripple, then nothing. Then the pattern becomes visible to the algorithms. Every major trading desk on Earth is watching the same tape. Someone is buying everything. Not rotating, not hedging, buying. All of it, at any price. The S&P 500 rises 4% in 40 minutes, then 9%, then 14%. You're not buying stocks. You're becoming the price. Every share you purchase costs more than the last because your own orders are the news the market is pricing in. The trillionaire premium. You spend $100 billion and acquire less than you would have if you'd spent $40 billion an hour earlier. The math is running in reverse. By mid-morning, the NYSE circuit breakers trip. Trading halts for 15 minutes. It resumes. You keep buying. It halts again. The SEC issues an emergency statement. Unusual coordinated acquisition activity across multiple sectors. They don't name you. They don't need to. Your team's lawyers are already on a call with the commission before the statement finishes loading. The EU follows within 90 minutes. Euronext suspends trading across Paris, Amsterdam, Brussels, and Lisbon. The Frankfurt Exchange goes next. The Tokyo Stock Exchange issues a precautionary pause citing anomalous cross-border capital flows. You have broken 4 stock exchanges before noon on the last day. The SEC doesn't freeze your account. They freeze the markets. There's a legal difference, and it matters. They can't stop you from having money, but they can stop the venues where that money moves. Every exchange you haven't reached yet goes on preemptive halt. The London Stock Exchange, Hong Kong, Sydney. Regulators on 6 continents are on the same call, and the word they keep using is systemic. Not illegal, systemic. You are a weather event, and they are closing the airports. By the time trading resumes, partially with per-account acquisition caps written into emergency session rule changes that will take years to formally codify, you've moved $680 billion into equity positions across 340 companies. You own controlling stakes in 14 of the 30 largest corporations on Earth. The combined market cap of your holdings, at the inflated prices your own buying created, is listed at over $1.1 trillion. On paper, you are worth more than when you started. The number is meaningless. You can't sell without collapsing the price you created. End of day 7, $920 billion spent, $80 billion remaining. The markets are closed. The interest never stopped. Roughly $720 million earned across the full 7 days. You ran out of open exchanges before you ran out of money. You failed, not because you ran out of ideas, but because the world ran out of things it could sell you fast enough. Physical goods with immediate title transfer cap out somewhere around $100 to $110 billion. Everything above that either takes time you didn't have, doesn't exist as private property, or moves in price so fast when you buy it that the purchase undercuts itself. The richest people alive don't spend their money because the supply runs out long before the money does, and the money that can't be spent earns while you sleep. The earning is faster than the spending. You try to route supply into regions with active food insecurity and hit a wall.
So that should tell you right there. The amount of greed that is happening, it don't make sense. Because you could change the world, but mind you, because you ain't got 7 days, you gotta remember that's just a game for 7 days. Just think of the amount that they could change the world within, the lifetime, your lifespan. They don't want to. So, like he even said, the problem ain't the food, the problem is this. And I'm sure y'all could have figured out many more the different things to buy, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, look what's happening. And you're not just talking about one person, that's one person. Imagine how many people have to get together to have, a meeting about the billionaires and the millionaire that was having a conversation about, oh, we need to close the wealth gap between da 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 da, or we need to open up and allow these people to have money because this shit. Then to hear they make more by not spending, but they choose to spend it how they spend it. Yeah. On bullshit. On not cleaning the air, on not helping people, on a whole lot of things, but then now they're all getting afraid because, oh, we done did too much. Yeah, y'all done too fucking much. You mean to tell me y'all are just, that's what I keep saying, the nastiest people on earth. Stop calling them people fucking elites because there ain't nothing elite about them. It's illegal, that's what it should be, but at the end of the day, So with that being said, I don't know what to tell y'all, but I literally tried this with my son. It was a game, and we was like adding up stuff because I was like, okay, so I like trucking, so I would buy trucks, this and that third. I like islands, I would buy islands. I would want a jet, so I would buy some of them. Like literally, even if you did it to yourself, like every day on paper for 30 days. Like y'all, the shit is crazy on the amount of money that you could spend. Like, because I think how we did it was doubling. $8,000, I think, is what it start with. But then every day the money would double. So for 30 days. So first day you would have 8, the next day you would have 16, the next day after that 32, and so on and so on, 64. Keep going, and then every day you had to spend every single dime of that money. By day 30, you will be at some astronomical number and you done bought everything that you ever wanted or could buy for anybody else. And so, with that being said, it is just the way that they're doing it don't make no sense. Like, but I don't think people even see it because I don't think people think about the amount of money. Because for most people, if you gave somebody fucking $50,000 right now, it would change a lot of people's lives. Like, that's more than some people making a whole fucking year. And shit, a nigga the other day, because they was talking about some girl, I don't know who the hell it was. I just happened to see it come across my timeline. A dude sent a girl $30,000 and told her take the day off because she streams or something. They said, and so the girls and people in the comment were saying that they wish that they had a nigga that would do that. $30,000 right now would change somebody's life. $10,000 would change somebody's life. You see what I'm saying? Like with the shit that they got going on, and you mean to tell me you got billions of dollars and you don't wake up thinking that you should do something to change the world? It just is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. They could collectively come up with something instead of being, what they are. But I did see that the guy that has Apple, I think they said that he basically decided that he was gonna start doing something. Some of them are waking up, some of them are trying to change, so people can change, but at the end of the day, it's a lot more than I think just Apple that, needs to have some humanity put in their blood. Because at this point, like, y'all done entirely too much, and all y'all keep doing, like, Apple was getting on my nerves when every time you turn around, you're coming out with a new phone, and here the fuck we are, just out here actively just, acting like, but the shit that was pissing me off is, why are you messing with my phone because you came out with a new phone? I don't want to have to buy another phone. Like, what the fuck is that? Shit. But the dude sent the girl $30,000, told her to take the day off, and then it was people in the, what the hell is this? People in the, what is that? Y'all seen that everybody said they had a glitch with Cash App the other day? Like something was happening, and a lot of people's Cash Apps got messed up. But shit, if you wake up and you got $1 trillion, like what the hell would you do? A magical way to pay is coming soon. What's the magical way to pay? This just came into my Cash App. What's the magical way to pay? On June 4th is what it says. You wake up and you got $1 trillion in your account, and it's free and clear. What you gonna do? Didn't see that. I broke up with Cash App a few years ago. Oh yeah, well, a lot of people just said something happened, but shit, it happened to me a long time ago. Like when my Cash App got hacked and they sent my money right to fucking Bitcoin and some other shit. But the people are saying that they think it's Cash App. So do I. Like at the end of the day, because ain't no way that they having this much problem. And Cash App took, the lady said they took $40,000 from her. Why the fuck would you have $40,000 in Cash App? Like, I don't foresee nobody using Cash App for anything other than fucking like little shit. Using Cash App as a bank is crazy. Ain't no fucking way. And matter of fact, the only reason why I got my money back from Cash App is because it was backed by my bank. They took it from my bank. And so, but Cash App itself was trying not to pay for that. Like Cash App, somebody that's working over there is definitely in the system doing something. But for a lot of people, they don't have no way of getting it back, and they don't have to give it back, because if you don't have no way to figure it out, or you don't have no bank account linked to it, then they don't gotta do nothing. But ain't no way I'm gonna have $40,000 in Cash App and not have no bank account. Like ain't no bank account linked to my Cash App right now either. But 40 bands, bitch, I'm not putting no 40 bands in Cash App. That's crazy to me. If a nigga send me 40 bands in Cash App, I'm transferring it to my bank the same fucking 5 seconds. Get somebody else to do it. So why do y'all got $30,000 and $40,000 in Cash App? Because to me, like Cash App seemed like I don't know, ain't no fucking way. That's crazy. Why are y'all using? And that's just like, what's that other one? Chime. Like, why are y'all putting $40,000 and $50,000 into those types of banks? That's not a real bank. Not from anywhere where I'm seeing. If it's not backed by you being able to get the money back, that's not a real bank. And shit, at this point, real banks is having fucking issues. People been going to their real bank to get their fucking money, and the bank's been acting weird. So I don't even know what that's about. But ain't no damn way. Ain't no damn way. But hey, everybody do what the hell they want to do, because, I guess. But I can't do it. Ain't no way I would do it. Y'all out here putting $30,000 and $40,000 in Cash App. And what you doing that you got that much money in Cash App, but you don't have a regular bank? That's my question. Because if you're doing something that you get $30,000, $40,000, why do you not have a regular bank? They must be running a business. No, why do you not have a business account at a real bank? Because ain't no fucking way. Like a lady literally said she had 40 bands in Cash App and they took her shit. And how is she going to get it back? Because how do you prove what you had, and how do you prove, like, where it comes from, and this, that, and the third? Because to me, my son, excuse me, on his Apple Pay, I kept telling him, like, why are you doing, certain things on his Apple Pay? I feel like I must be like, because I'm older, I must already have an idea of like when certain things start to happen, like, why the fuck are you doing that? So anyway, I happened to notice something that he was doing on his Apple Pay, and I said, why the fuck are you doing that? And then he had this whole elaborate explanation. I said, well, when your Apple Pay gets shut the fuck down, then you'll know why. Literally, guess what happened? A couple months later, Apple Pay shut the fuck down. I go to send them Apple Pay. Why is your Apple Pay not working? Mom, I don't know. I bet you I know. Cause I already said when I seen you, like when I seen that what he was doing, like why are you doing that? It made me think that they're gonna look at that and they're gonna see, and he had a whole explanation for it. But bitch, apparently I'm the same as Apple Pay because I would have shut your shit the fuck down too. Either way, he got his ass kicked off Apple Pay. Why would you do that? I like Apple Pay. Shit. What's it called? Point of sale POS system should be connected to the business account. That's what I'm saying. Like, what the fuck? Ain't no reason why you the only thing that seems like and y'all people be failing to realize like the government and the people ain't dumb. Most of the time they think that it's gonna be illegal shit that you're doing. Even if it's something that is legal, they're going to be thinking that it's illegal because of the fact that why the fuck would you send it to Cash App? Anybody with a responsible legal ass business has a business account. And so, and it could be a legal, legitimate business. It could just be that, you know what I'm saying? You out doing whatever. And because people will ask you to pay with Cash App all the time. So it could be a legal, legitimate business, but they're going to look at that and they're going to see too many transactions and it's going to instantly trigger. It's some illegal shit. So eventually, even if you get away with it for a long period of time, they're going to be saying the same exact thing because people who have normal businesses have it through a bank. Why do you not have it through a bank? And I ain't judging. Do what you want. Then don't be mad when Cash App steal your shit because that's what I was thinking. Because she said it was a legal business, but all I was thinking was, bitch, you lying. Or it's a way for, that's why they did that $600 thing because they knew that people was running businesses, not legal businesses, but businesses. It's like the marketplace and shit like that. You know, people can pay on Cash App, but yet you're making $30,000-$40,000 that's not tax money. Why the hell people think that when they did that, if you make over $600, they want to see it? Like, this the reason why. Like, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. Whether or not it's right, wrong, whatever. They know that motherfuckers is going to figure out a way to go around the system. That's just like all the stuff that's happening on TikTok right now, right? Like how they changed when Americans came to own it. Then they started doing this shit with the TikTok shop shit. So long story short, the other day I got some mail and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? Because normally every time I get, packages and things of that nature, like they'll come and I got boxes right here. The boxes will come and then all of a sudden I know that, from the box, that, it's something that I got to do for TikTok shop, right? And so when the shit came, I'm over here looking like, why the fuck? It's a whole box that came. I opened it up. It's a box that I don't know where the hell this came from. So, mind you, me, not because it never happened before, I didn't realize to look in the bottom of the box. I just pulled the product out and I'm like, where the fuck did this come from? So, me and my son trying to figure out what the hell it was. What's it called? Gotta run, y'all. Busy Monday. Okay. Love you. Have a good day. I will listen to Gates' new drops, and it's going to send you the beats on the internet. Thank you. Okay, love you. Have a good day. And so I'm like trying to figure out what it is. Anyway, long story short, what it was is I got an advanced product that hadn't came out yet. And so I was supposed to do a video. It had a whole drop date and everything, and I never looked in the box until later on. So I missed the drop date by 5 days, I think. Anyway, I had already did something. They said don't show the product until this day. I didn't know because I didn't look at the bottom. It's never happened before because normally if it goes through the TikTok shop or something like that nature, it's connected to my account. But this particular thing wasn't connected to my account because it just wasn't. Anyway, long story short, come to find out, and I ended up posting it on. I found it on Amazon, so I was like, okay, well, I'll do a little da 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 for that, and then that's where I ended up posting it at, right? Lo and behold, yesterday I go look in the box, and it's a whole little thing in there that says, this is your drop date. Don't post nothing until this day, and this is such and scan this, and I'm like, oh, my bad. I totally fucked that up. But never happened to me before. So now I know that if I get some extra products outside of, that to look inside the box because they give you all these instructions on promo and this, that, and the third. But that's the first time it ever happened to me, and I was confused. Lo and behold, it's on TikTok now, so there's that. But I missed my drop date by a couple days. They didn't say anything, but I ain't used to getting just people sending me products in the mail because okay, this is now what you do for a living. Thankful that I love it and I like doing the products and this, that, and third. Like I said, now I got this, and I ain't testing them out or nothing, but I think prophylactics are good things for people to use, especially at this day and time because of the fact that a lot of people out here is having what they having. Mind you, the statistics last year for Atlanta and Georgia and everywhere else on HIV and things of that nature was off the charts. So if you're not out here actively protecting yourself, you should be. Because don't let nobody else do it. And mind you, I don't give a fuck if you're in a relationship or anything else. Guess what? You may not be able to trust the person that you're in a relationship with. So you may have to, prophylactic it up or doctor it up or, get on PrEP or some other shit. But this is a sad world that we live in that I can be married or I can be in a relationship with somebody and still have to get on PrEP because I don't trust you to be able to come and tell me. And that was a thing where I was like kind of feeling sad even for the world because that sucks. Like I should be able to trust my significant other or the person that I'm choosing to want to lay down with and have a relationship with or have relations with to be able to come tell me that they having relations or anything else with anybody else. But at this point in time, you gotta protect yourself. So anyway, I love y'all and do it. All of this information will be will. I know I said I was going a long time ago, but either way, we officially gone now. I'll probably have y'all back here for outside because I'm probably going outside, but yeah, I'll take y'all with me.